Valley, Alabama.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Back now in the we're back. Hello, I'm Greg Hicks, your play-by-play announcer tonight, along with Perry Prather. Perry's joining us tonight, old Troup graduate. And kind of brings you back to old days. I know your son's grown up through the LaGrange system, but,
yes,
you know, you down deep, it's
yeah.
it still hits home for old daddy.
I thought he was going to play the Eye of the Tiger for a minute.
That's
what we used to get pumped up.
I tell you
Coach
what.
For Northgate, Tommy, he was just about coming along when I was graduating. I think he was there like a 9th grade.
Oh, I'm showing my age now.
Yeah,
man.
he was like maybe 9th grade or 10th grade coach when I was on varsity.
I got you. Well, you know, speaking of Tommy Walburn, you know, you guys are in the listening audience. You may that name may sound familiar in that Tony was an old former head coach at Troup High. He was former assistant coach under Coach Bubba Jeter, but it's kind of a homecoming. He's got a couple old Troup guys on his staff now, and I think he's got at least one, maybe 2 LaGrange guys that moved up, kind of helping out on his staff this year. But you know. I know the Tigers have got their work cut out for them, but while we're on Northgate, you know, they've got you guys kind of
keep www.malloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Pardon the interruption there, guys. I think we were kind of in the middle of a few things, but hey, it's technology. It's a blessing, and sometimes it's a little tough. But listen, we were talking about, to bring you back into the conversation, we were talking about before we get into the Troup side of the thing, the visitors, Northgate Vikings, some former Troup coaches, and as Perry and I were discussing, there's even one or two LaGrange guys that have moved up to help Coach Walburn out. But particularly, I understand they've got a sophomore quarterback that, as I hear it, he's one of the top 15 sophomore quarterbacks in the country. And, of course, as you fans know, last year, big number 47, and of course we were looking for him in the pregame warm-ups, and I didn't spot him. Now, I did see a big 44, and maybe he changed his number, but the kid's last name is Skalski, and big guy, middle linebacker. He's already committed to Clemson. So Northgate brings some very talented players with them, and we're excited that they're coming down, and this is a non-region game, but it's certainly, last year, we go back to last year's game, Perry, and we went up there, and people thought that Northgate was going to take care of the business, and then wound up the Tigers came out victorious, and so you just never know.
No.
Once you start
never know
thinking that maybe you overlook somebody,
that's when you get beat.
Exactly. So we're kind of hoping that they're overlooking, and we're kind of hope that Coach Glisson has got our guys going, and a couple of things Coach Glisson and I talked about last Saturday and then Monday night at the Gridiron Club is that he's kind of going at this past week's practice a little different, and that he's looking at his personnel, and he's made a couple of personnel changes. He's taken a couple of guys off the offensive line and moved them to defense. He's got a guy on defense. He's kind of making him a reserve tailback. So some changes, and I think he's seen some things that he wants to experiment with, and they've been going hard at it at practice. So it'll be exciting to see what those changes are, and I often relate those to business, as you know. In business, sometimes you have to evaluate your personnel,
and we're early in the year.
That's right.
And you've got, what's this second game for the Tigers, and season just getting started, and give them a little time, and they'll get things figured out.
Yeah. Well, we've got Ken Truitt, who really hasn't quarterbacked any significant time since he was in Long Cane Middle School. He was their quarterback in the 7th and 8th grade. But he comes over to the high school, and they basically put him at H-back and a little cornerback, and he might have filled in once or twice at quarterback late in the game. But this year he's been asked to come and to step in to lead the motion read offense that the Tigers have installed. And so anybody that keeps up with particularly college football, they know that at least a local team like that is not only the LaGrange College and Coach Matt Mummy and his air raid, but you also got the Auburn Tigers just down the street that runs that high-octane, no-huddle speed offense. And it's something that the fans like to see, and I think the kids like to play it. Some old school coaches might differ with you on that.
And in some of those offenses they run, Greg, they're so hard, they're so just hidden the way they hold the ball. The quarterback, the little quick dive up the middle or just take it outside, then option. I mean, there's so many options that the kids, we look back as even the parents or old players or whoever, and you look at it and you think, well, they ought to be able to stop that. It ain't so easy when you're out there and that's happening to you.
Well, it's funny that you say that because as we set up in the stands many times, and we both coached Little League and rec ball and stuff, and it's one thing when you're down on the field and you can see things. When we're up here looking, it's like, what happened there? Why don't you run that play? He's wide open over here. And of course, the coaches on top of the box need to be relaying that information down. But sometimes we see things here that we wonder why they don't see. But they probably see a lot more than we give them credit for seeing. That's for sure.
That's true.
Hey, well, listen, we're going to take another short break as the Troup High School band gets ready to come onto the field. And as we proceed through pregame ceremonies, I want to remind you guys that you get on if you want to pick up the Callaway game, Callaway versus Heard County. Certainly, you can go to eagle1023.com and click on the Watch Live section. And just for $49, you can go ahead and watch the remaining of all high school football games, whatever you can get on the web. And that means not just the Troup games or the Callaway games. You can watch any of the high school games that is broadcast over the network. And you can also go through the season all the way up to the championship game. So that's a excellent opportunity if you don't get a chance to get out and come to see these games. Or maybe you got some injuries in your own home and you can't get out. Take advantage of that. And so Jack Mormon along with Brandon Brooks will be up in Franklin tonight at Heard County High on the internet, broadcasting the Callaway Cavaliers versus the Heard County Braves, and I want to say that's in the Lumberjack Bowl, I believe, Pulpwood Bowl. I think it's the Pulpwood Bowl. They'll exchange a trophy for that. They've been doing that for several years. It's a pretty good rivalry in that series. with that, we're going to take a short break. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
As we come back to Callaway Stadium here, home of the Troup High Tigers, as the Troup High band is out on the opposite side, and the Tigerettes are on this side, and the color guard is getting ready to march down to center field for our national anthem. You know, real quickly, we talk about the Tigers and what they did last week against LaGrange, and they came out with high hopes, and the first half they tended to really give them some good competition, but then as LaGrange has done so many times through the years, they took advantage of our short field position, our short punts, and capitalized on them. Where when the Tigers came out 3 times in the second quarter, we had twice on the 45, and then a return by Sheely and an unsportsmanlike conduct put us on the 35, and the Tigers just couldn't capitalize on it. So they had the opportunity. So I think one thing that Coach Glisson is going to try to do this week is get that offense in gear, and that's part of that personnel changes that you and I talked about earlier.
Yeah, he'll have to find what works for him and get those linemen in the right places and move around, and he'll get it going.
Well, that's always a challenge because the kids know that they've got the talent. I mean, you talk about Tremaine Tolbert, some of the best hands in Troup County, and then we talk about Cameron Russell. You mentioned you coached him in rec ball.
When he was little, when he was 10, give him the ball and he scored a touchdown every time.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of stuff we saw last week. Last year with Cameron, and then we talk about Mess Bonner, who had well over 1,100 yards last year. Now, of course, Dexter Sheely's our starting free safety, but last year from the tailback position, Dexter had over 1,300 yards rushing last year. So, we had that opportunity. Of course, we had a big offensive line, a veteran offensive line, and we've had some changes in that last year. Mitch Mathis has moved on over to play at Mercer, and of course Tristan Thompson and Jason Hernandez. They're just right next door at LaGrange College, but those 3 guys by themselves have been playing together for 4 years, and the only remaining staff member really is not staff member, but offensive line would be Hudson Newton and Jorge Benitez, and the other guys are just simply filling in. So we, it kind of fooled me there. I thought it was moving into the national anthem. But tell you what, we're going to break away right now as they get ready for the national anthem. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on Eagle Sports, and we'll be right back.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
And that's our Troup High Tiger marching band under Johnny Band, Johnny Hurd. As we kind of gave him that nickname a few years ago when Johnny Football from Texas A&M started making his way. I made him a T-shirt from Mud Creek Graphics to Johnny Band, and I took it over there one day at school, and he just like had a fit over it. He's been wearing that shirt ever since. And so he's alumni of Troup High School, and for so many years after Ray Johnson was the band director. After Ray left, he had a couple of guys come in, but Johnny's been over there now, I guess 10 or 11 years, because I know my daughter was a freshman, Mackenzie, my oldest daughter, and she was a Tigerette, so, or no, actually she was a senior. So she graduated in 2009, so this is 2015. So, 7 or 8 years, I want to say it's longer than that. I think it's longer than that. So we'll have him up here. We'll talk to him about it later. But, again, an exciting venue tonight. The Tigers certainly have their work cut out for us, for them. We talked earlier about the talent level of Northgate. Last week they opened up with Shaw Raiders, and I think they put like 45-7 on them. And so, wow. And, of course, coaches typically, head coaches like to talk down their opponent. I mean, not in a bad way.
Right.
They're good. I'm kind of concerned about them. And, of course, Tommy was talking to Coach Jeter, my brother-in-law, who now is we're so blessed to have him working with Mud Creek Graphics. But anyway, so they maintain a relationship because Coach Jeter worked with him, and he said I'm just concerned about Shaw. And of course, then they proceed to put 45 on the board. So Tommy's an old poker player. You got to watch him. But
a lot of coaches don't want to go out there and because if they get turned around, it turns on them. They can't say a whole lot.
That's right. So. That's true. It's always better to go and say, I told you so.
Yeah.
But so we know there's no doubt that these kids come in tonight with the ability to put some points on the board. And we're kind of proud of our offense and our defense. We know that Coach Glisson's coming in and he's installing a whole new offensive scheme. He's got on the defensive side of the football, Troup Tigers last year had 9 seniors and 2 juniors. And now those 2 juniors, Eli Patrick and Austin Carter, are senior captains this year, and they're both linebackers. So we basically replaced the entire defense.
Right.
And you know, as a coach, when you have to wholesale replace people, that's a challenge.
It is.
So not only is he installing a new offense.
Well, typically you don't have kids move right into the positions. You got to take a kid that might have been playing something else or even built for something else, or in his mind been playing it all his life, even though, where it's Little League, he's familiar with it. Then all of a sudden you're asking this kid to move to a whole different position, even though they've got better coaches and time to work on it. It's still difficult to move them around and get them where they need to be.
Well, that's funny that you say that, because we talked about evaluating your personnel. You and I mentioned it earlier. But basically, you may have somebody that's always played a certain position. That another set of eyes comes in and says, he would make a good linebacker, or he would make a good wideout. Right. I like the way he holds his. He's got good hands. We may move him to tight end, a position that he's not familiar with. And I think that's kind of what we're doing so far. Is that the Tigers, especially this past week, kind of evaluating the 2 scrimmage games and then seeing what really happened during the opening game against LaGrange. And kind of going back and reevaluating everything. But, we've got some talent. We have got
Troup County puts out some talent, whether it be all schools. And
it's funny that you say that, because I was talking last week. Think back over the last 20 years, Troup and Chambers County in particular, and how many people have moved on to the college ranks, and particularly the NFL. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's like I would think this is totally unscientific, but per capita, we may have more per capita than, say, Atlanta area has.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of talent comes out of here. And, of course, I'd like to say that guys like me and you who coach rec ball has something to do with
that. We had all to do with that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. The most rewarding thing about that is even coming to the Troup LaGrange game last week, we had I had a kid that come running up to me that he wasn't playing football, and I coached him, and he said, Coach, and he called me Coach, and it's been,
isn't it funny?
Yeah, it's been years, and he said, I'm going to try to play next year. I just had moved, and I couldn't get in the summer, so I'm going to play next year. I said, well, I hope to see you there. So he was from the Tigers. So
that almost makes you feel better than when they recognize you as a business owner. It just feels good.
Yeah.
Hey, as they're moving toward the center midfield for the coin toss, let me go over the Troup High captains for tonight's game. Number 8, Travis Johnson, tight end. One of my sons, 34, Dre Flagg. And, of course, you may hear his name over the intercom as Mark Dravius Flagg, but we call him Dre. Number 19, Cal Foster, who's a place kicker. And then, of course, wide receiver, just a junior, Cameron Russell. So a little shake-up tonight. A lot of times the coaches will put the seniors out there, but it's kind of neat to see these other than Travis Johnson, some underclassmen be out there. So good job for the Tigers. So they're in the middle of the coin toss. As at this time he's explaining some of the rules, and the coin toss goes in the air. And it looks like Northgate's call it. Looks like Troup might have won the toss since he typically turns to the person. Let's see just a second. We'll tell you who won the opening kickoff.
Looks like they're saying what they're going to defend, so it looks like Troup's going.
He's yet to tap anybody's shoulders, the umpire. Now he taps them. So Troup won the toss, and they have elected to receive.
Yep.
So, which is, typically you still defer, but they want to open up on offense to see what they can do, because I guess when you think about it, they know what Northgate can put up. So let's open it up on offense. I tell you that, we've got about 2.5 minutes. Perry and I are going to take a break. We're going to come right back. You're listening to Troup High Tiger football here live from Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
Kia. Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, second title.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
At Callaway Stadium, your Troup High Tigers, along with the Long Cane Middle School Cougar Night, comes in bursting through the unfinished business banner that the cheerleaders have up, and Northgate Vikings have busted through their side, and I'd say Northgate, Perry, what would you say, maybe a couple hundred fans, maybe?
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty decent travel crowd. The Tigers, we mentioned as we started this broadcast, the fans at about 30 minutes ago was still moving in, and I would
starting to fill up on the right side.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good crowd. It certainly doesn't rival last week's crowd, but I tell you,
that was a big turnout for the county.
It's funny that you say that, because I had said before, with nothing technically other than county pride on the line or community pride, no region championships, no playoffs at birth so early in the season. Wow, I would have estimated last week we probably had over 6,000 fans in this stadium, because they were circled around on both sides, kind of reminiscent of 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah. We never had the chance to play LaGrange when I was there. When we went to Troup.
Neither did I. I graduated in 79, and I think they stopped playing, somewhere around 72 or 73, and then
started back,
picked back up in the 90s. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, we kind of went in our different directions. When I was there, we played Valley High and Lynette was as big of a rivalry as we could come up with. And of course, we still played Woodward Academy.
Ours was Woodward. Until we went to the semifinals those couple years and got beat by Worth County.
There you
go.
I
mean beat.
As Northgate decides to kick off, Dexter Shealy and Cameron Russell will be standing just inside the 5-yard line to take the kick, and the Vikings kick off. It looks like it's going to be Shealy backing up into the end zone. He'll take it on the 1-yard line and bring it out. As he runs across the 10, 12, he's at the 15. He makes a cut. He gets out to about, say, the 17-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will begin first down and 10 with their first possession as the offense comes onto the field. So, Perry, when you see the ball hit on the ground like that, how do you feel about, the vision of the player when you take it, you pick it up? I mean, you're almost committed now. You got to do something with it.
Yeah, you got to go. And that ball almost just died at the yard line.
It did. It just kind of stayed there.
It didn't have a flip on it at all. It was sideways. It almost hit the he had to get it because it was going to be within the 5-yard line on the 1, actually.
They place the ball on the 16. The Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Truitt in the pistol position takes a snap. He rolls out to his left, following good blocking. Mess Bonner's got some blocking. Truitt picks up about 4 tough yards just outside the 20. Call, give it 5 yards on that sweep.
Yeah, he fought through 3 defenders to get that 5.
I'm glad you said that, because I was looking. What a nice block out on the outside by Travis Johnson that picked up that outside linebacker. So they're back. Truitt under center. Quick read. He takes a snap. He rolls to your right. It's a little short pass.
Oh!
He had Travis Johnson totally wide open. Would have been a first down and another 15 yards, and just shock put it over his head.
He really. So a little hurrying. He'll ease in there. That was a little fast. Let's get rid of it. But
that's right. He was not under great pressure, but enough that it made him hurry. But and I know that they'll chalk that up defensively as a hurry. So back to center. He takes it. He hands the ball off right up the middle. And Northgate defenders are all over it for really no gain. So that'll bring up a quick 4th down. All of that had such promising on that second down or that third down play.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
nobody picked a man up in the flats over there. He would have been wide open if that had just played out just a few more seconds.
That's right. Well, Michael Young will be back punting the ball for the Tigers. Their first possession, they're 3 and out. As the ball is resting on the 20-yard line, Michael Young will be standing back on his 7. He'll take the snap for the Tigers. And the snap and the punt's away. Nice end-over-end punt. It'll land on the 46 of Northgate and pop out about the 45 and a half, and that's where they'll mark it. Remind you, this timeout brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you, do not text and drive. We'll be right back. You're listening to Troup High Football, Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So on the first play from scrimmage, Northgate gives a motion back off the right side, and there was a flag on the play. Dre Flag in there along with Vicente Stafford makes the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings.
Oh,
he missed him in the backfield.
They made up.
Number 4, Dexter Shealy, just strung it all the way out, and really that may go for no gain, and you're right, could have had him in the backfield. Wow, what an opportunity for the Tigers.
It's going to be about 3rd and 6, Greg.
So that they picked up a yard, but again, the opportunity to take them down in the backfield for the Tigers was you just want to wrap up on that. And
look at number 32 on Northgate.
Is he a stud?
Look at him. He's probably fast as lightning.
Yeah, he is. He's a short guy, I tell you what.
Short guy, he is.
Tigers run a 4-3 on the defense. Northgate drops back, man, wide open across the middle.
There he is.
And you called his number, Perry, number 32. And
he is
not
gone.
He is fast as he comes across the middle, just behind the linebackers and in front of the deep safety, and just took it to the house. He caught the ball on about the 18-yard line and outrun everybody to the end zone. So, the Tigers, they obviously saw something real quick against the Tigers.
Yeah, that was I'm not sure. I didn't really get to see the coverage the Tigers had before he threw the ball, but he got by and it was.
Well, they run a lot of zone coverage. Typically, they might run cover 2, cover 3, but that particular one was a tight zone. And of course, Northgate's been scouting for at least twice this year, the Tigers, and just played it exactly. From his slot back, number 32 was on the left side, and just came down behind the linebackers, cut across, and the rest is history. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 9:18 to go in the first quarter, Northgate scores first. They're up 7-0. We'll be right back.
Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank.
You picked a beautiful ring. Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange.
How fast 32 was. And he said, Perry says, you don't put a kid that's really that small in unless he's got some tools. And sure enough, he had the tools to get underneath our free safety and take that to the house. So Northgate will tee it up on the 40-yard line. Cameron Russell and Dexter Shealy are back deep. And it's another kick. It'll land on the It'll go into the end zone. Well, it actually bounced on the 5-yard line and bounced off Shealy's hand. Shealy was able to pick it up and go into the end zone. And so the Tigers will start really better field position than their first possession. And they started on the 16. The offense will come out this time and start on the 20-yard line for their second possession of the game. And, on their second down last series, Perry, we saw an opportunity just to hit the tail of the tight end. And I'm sure that they may go back to it. They may not anytime soon, but we'll see. From a pistol position, he takes it, reads. He'll hand it off, and Shealy looks like he comes across. So Shealy coming from the actually that's not let me get his numbers. He turns around.
11.
Mess Bonner. So Mess Bonner
made it back to the 20-yard line.
Original line of scrimmage. Takes the read, and he gives it to Mess. Mess then plants, cuts it upside, and doesn't really gain anything. So 2nd down and 10. So Truitt stands on his 15-yard line. He takes a snap. He drops back. He throws a little inside screen, which to number 26 for the Tigers, Zion Blackman, a junior. And he's able to weave his way up. Nice little inside screen, if you will.
Number 70 just took his man to the ground.
That should be Jorge Benitez.
He took his man straight to the ground.
Well, Jorge's a senior this year. He did a real good job last year. So 3rd down and call it 7 for the Tigers. Ball's resting on the 23-yard line. Truitt takes a snap. He backs up right over the middle, almost tipped by the middle linebacker, number 40 for the Tigers, and kind of threw it into coverage a little short. Truitt, where we had Travis Johnson right down the middle of the hash marks, and that'll bring up the second fourth down. Second series for the Tigers and second fourth down. So the punt team will come on as the ball rests on the 23-yard line for the Tigers. So a couple of struggles there, Perry. They're still trying to find themselves, still seeing kind of what's out there, what's working with the personnel.
Now, this year they implemented where they don't rush the kickers as much, or some teams just choose not to do it?
I think it's perhaps the latter. Nice punt by Michael Young and a nice bounce as Schweitzer comes down and makes he gets away, and so he's down the field. He crosses the midfield. Should have been tackled. Michael Young had to actually make the
flag,
tackle.
Greg.
Where is the flag?
Right on here on the
midfield. Well, you could just see that, Perry.
Yeah.
We had Jack Schweitzer coming down the field. He was all over him. Had a hand on his jersey and just couldn't hang on. And on really about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, the kid took a gamble picking that ball up.
He did. And turned around. That gamble paid off in that he got across midfield up to the Tigers' 43. But we're talking to the Tigers now, so it looks like it might be a block in the back. I don't know who the umpiring crew is this week, but we'll watch the white hat and see what he says. That's exactly what he says, a block in the back. And that'll, from the spot of the foul, which is really the 49 maybe of Northgate. So that should back him up actually 10 yards. So that'll go down to the 39. So better than it turned out.
Yeah.
But I know Schweitzer, if he could have that back, I think he would have grabbed that jersey a little harder. So if you're just joining us, 8:02 left in the first quarter of play. We're really just underway, 7 minutes into the game. Northgate struck on their third play from scrimmage, and it is now 7-0 Northgate Vikings over your Troup Tigers. Northgate up the line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line. Tigers on a blitz. 32, it looks like Quentin Kersey on the tackle from his defensive line. He actually moved Q over to defense this time. We got some new faces on defense. Of course, Ethan Short still there at the left defensive end. Quentin Kersey's been moved to inside tackle, along with they've actually moved Eli Patrick from his linebacking position down to the right defensive tackle. Felt like he could be a little bit more production for them at that left outside end position. So a quick little trap up the middle. The big fullback runs it down for about 18 yards, and Dexter Shealy's able to grab him down. Right now, they're just kind of opening up holes all over the place against our interior line.
Yeah, they cracked down on the end on that play.
That will move the ball for Northgate down inside the Tiger territory, down to the 32-yard line. So what, Perry? 2-3 plays, and all of a sudden they've picked up 30 yards. And the Tigers, and again, I mentioned they've got new personnel. You got Steven Johnson on the defensive line. You got Quentin Kersey, both sophomores on that defensive line. You got Ethan Short, that's a junior. So a lot of young guys on that defensive line. Big tailback number 44 picks up the ball. He goes outside, avoids Dre Flagg, but then in turn, Ken Truitt from his free safety position comes up and makes the tackle, but not only after the guy picks up about 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. As the Tigers give Steven Johnson a rest, and 52, I believe it's Jeremy Sanders, who normally has been starting, comes in and relieves Steven Johnson. So we've got already some changes going on the interior of the defensive line. Takes a snap from Northgate. Northgate's off the right tackle. He picks up, gives it to tailback, picks up about 6 yards, 7 yards actually.
That was Stafford in on the tackle on that one.
That'll be a Macente Stafford from his cornerback position has to come up and make that. You know, you hate to say, Perry, you just hate to mention free safety on the tackle, cornerback on the tackle, when really it should be linebackers and linemen, and your free safety shouldn't be making all the tackles. So that's something they got to tighten up on. But the ball's inside the red zone, just inside the 20, as Northgate's second possession, and they're just very methodical, Perry, as they're moving the ball down the field. Northgate takes a snap. Big number 44, the fullback, just runs it right up the middle. And let's see who comes off the field on that tackle. Number 23, Macente Stafford. Again, on the tackle from his safety position. He's got to come up and make that tackle. That moves the ball down inside the 15 down to just outside the 11. They can still pick up a first down. They get down to the 10-yard line. It'll be a first down if they make it. And the Tigers have really got to tighten up as they try to figure out this Northgate wing T offense. Northgate takes a snap, once again gives it to the big fullback. Looks like 36, Eli Patrick on the tackle.
Darryl Crawl was in on it.
Darryl Crawl, and I see Dre Flagg coming out of the huddle. But, again, it'll be a first down, but it'll be inside the 10. So they're going to spot the ball at the 8-yard line. First and goal for Northgate at the 8-yard line. If you're just joining us, 5 minutes and 30 seconds, the clock's ticking left to go in the first quarter of play. Northgate struck on its first possession, and now it's 7-0 Northgate over your Tigers. But inside the 10-yard line, the Northgate Vikings are threatening to score again. As Northgate comes to the line in their wing tee, got a motion back, hands it off to number 8, the motion back, and he goes out the left side, and all he can do, and he dives down to the 1-yard line, and the back or the side judge is clipped, if you will, undercut.
He's rolled up.
He is, and hopefully he'll be okay. He gets up, shakes it off, and that ball will go down to the 1-yard line. So it'll look like it's 3rd and goal from the 1, he's hurting, but he's shaking it off from the first.
He looks good.
Yeah, he does.
He looks good.
I said it's 3rd down, but it's actually 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd goal from the 1-yard line as Northgate comes up to the ball, and looks like we'll have a timeout taken by the Tigers. This timeout brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take time out and to remind your kids, do not text and drive. Tiger football will be right back on Eagle Sports.
6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Economy.
Where we're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, second title.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So as we come back to Callaway Stadium, home of Troup Tiger football, Northgate Vikings on their 2nd possession. It's 2nd down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. And Perry, Northgate's just basically had their way with that new defensive line, if you will, for the Troup Tigers.
It seems like they run a lot of trap plays in the middle, just right up the middle.
Tell you what, that was just simply straightforward. It is a touchdown, but give credit for Jeremy Sanders, who blew through the gap and actually hit him at about the calf high, but on the 1-yard line, all he had to do was fall forward. And so that'll be the 2nd touchdown of the evening for Northgate. Goes up 13-0 at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. So the Tigers got to do something offensively. Had the opportunity the first possession. The second one kind of didn't really do anything. The defense, however, they've really got to tighten it up. So the placeholder's knees down on the 10-yard line. He'll take the snap, place, kick, up, and it may have been wide. That's good.
Yeah.
So with 5 minutes to go, 14-0, Northgate over your Troup Tigers. We'll be back after this break.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, you got to love the enthusiasm of the fan. The true fan knows you guys keep up with Troup football. We're rebuilding this year. We're doing a lot of new things, and you just got to be patient with us. So don't get on Facebook, start blasting everybody about what we're doing. We're in a rebuilding year, and we appreciate everyone's patience and come out and support your Troup Tigers. So as Northgate comes up to the 40-yard line for the kickoff, Cameron Russell and Dexter Shealy again will be back. And now this time Dexter moves up to about the 5-yard line. And wouldn't you know it, twice in a row he kicks it to the 5. As Dexter moves up, he kicks it all the way through the end zone. So
He liked to fail when he kicked that ball. That
I didn't get the kid's number, but he's a big boy kicking off. This will be the Tigers' third possession of the ball game of the first quarter. It'll come at the 5-minute mark. And Perry, really for the first two, can't do anything. So we hope the Tigers can muster up something, at least get a first down, maybe put together some kind of a drive, because it looks like Northgate's offense is having their way right now.
Get our offense on the field so we can get some first downs.
As Shealy takes a snap, he rolls to his right. It's just simply a run only, and he is going to actually he loses the football, fumbles it, and as luck would have it, Northgate picks the ball up. As he's being tackled, Truitt gets the ball knocked out of his hands. The ball's picked up on about the 8-yard line, and all he had to do was really just walk in. And so at 7 seconds after they scored their second touchdown, with 4:53 remaining, they scored their third touchdown. So this could get ugly. It's gotten ugly real quick. So the Tigers, it is what it is. They got to tighten up, just kind of take a deep breath, settle it down, and run some offense. And the offensive line just simply has got to focus on what they're doing. So 20-0 right now, if you've just joined us, awaiting the PAT from Northgate Vikings. Snap, hold, place, and kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:53 remaining until the second quarter, 21-0, Northgate leads your Troup Tigers. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
To tell you about, we talk about how many players that we lost on defense last year, Perry. I told you we lost 9 seniors from last year's defensive unit. Northgate lost only 2 starters, one on defense and one on offense, and it obviously tells.
Yeah.
So that makes it different when you've got some veteran players out there, and then you've got a team like the Tigers who have looked at some young guns to kind of help rebuild this program. So it's a short kickoff this time. When I say short, it'll go to the goal line. Cameron Russell will take it, but his foot is in the end zone, so they're going to call him touchback. So the Tigers on their 4th possession, and the first 3, just bottom line, hadn't gone very well. So they'll come out to the 20-yard line with 4:52 left in the first quarter of play, and let's see if they can come up with something that can generate some offense.
Get us a game changer right here.
That's what they need. I see Coach Glisson down along with the defensive staff kind of talking defensive football and what the Tigers can expect as Hudson Newton, the center, comes up to the line of scrimmage, and we'll have a new quarterback in now, sophomore Montez Crow. Montez takes a snap. He hands it off to looks like Mess Bonner, who's struggling, and there's a flag down on the 20-yard line. It could be holding, it could be face mask, it could be a lot of things in that sideline. So let's see what happens.
Might be a face mask in there.
I know one thing about it. Mess Bonner was chopping his legs, and I'm a real good fan of Montez Crow. We call him Tez. Tez has been up at the house a lot, and he and Scott are buddies. And Tez is probably 6'3". He's probably 175, and I'd like to think that he has a bright future with the Tigers. He had for at least one quarter of play last night. He had a good series over at Manchester, and but Tez is I think he's somebody that's going to be reckoned with as we see the transition of this offensive unit. So twins to the left, single wide out to the right. Tez takes a snap. He fumbles the ball. Northgate pounds on it. It's just out of the reach of Mess Bonner. So on his second play from scrimmage, I'm bragging about him, and it pops out of his hands as the football comes out of Montez Crow's hands. So Northgate looks like they're smiling right now as they put even more points on the board as they take over 1st and 10 on the Tigers' 24-yard line. So that defense is not getting much rest tonight, Perry.
No, you got to get them off the field some.
And people wonder why the defense gets so tired because they're so intense and they're flying to the ball all the time. And the offensive unit, first of all, they know when the snap is,
right,
and they can zone block if they need to,
right,
on the play. And they're typically not running crazy, especially the linemen. Northgate up to the line, man in motion. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off on a little scissors inside, and number 7 takes it, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A lot of arm tackling by the Tigers, or at least trying to arm tackle.
A lot of trying to knock the ball out a little bit.
So 4:33, just a minute and a half has gone by, and in a minute and a half, Northgate has scored 3 touchdowns. They scored at the 5-minute mark. They scored at the 4-minute and I believe 53 mark, and now at the 4:33. So about a minute and a half, so they have scored 3 touchdowns. Tigers are just struggling. They fumbled twice on their last 2 possessions, or fumbled each of the last 2 possessions. Northgate takes a knee on the place kick holder on the 10. He takes a snap, down, up, and no reason to believe that's not good. It is. So with 4:33 left to go in the first quarter, Northgate 28, your Troup Tigers 0. Got a tough road to hoe. Yep. We'll be right back, guys.
Do you want to buy a house? No, wait. Do you want to buy a home? You can search the internet for houses, but to find your home, you need agent Hilton Swanson. He'll work with you to find a place that you want to live and take care of all the details from negotiations to paperwork. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you're ready or just getting ready to buy your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
As we come back live from Callaway Stadium, your Troup Tigers facing Mount Everest tonight. I'll just be honest with you. 4 touchdowns in the first 8 minutes of the ball game, maybe 9 minutes of the ball game.
2 off turnovers.
2 off turnovers inside your own 25-yard line. Makes it kind of tough. Kickoff goes into the end zone, so the Tigers once again started on their 16, 20 and 20, and now on their 4th offensive possession, they'll start on their 20 again. And actually, this is their 5th offensive possession, so they've fumbled twice. So what's going on? They're going to kick it again. They must have been an offsides. There's a flag on the 41-yard line, so the Northgate will bring it back. So you figure they're putting it about 5 yards into the end zone when he wants to.
Well, he might return this one.
Well, I think that's the idea of the Tigers. Coach Glisson said, "Look, let's make him kick it again." Obviously we down 4 touchdowns already, and we're not even the seats not even got hard yet. The cushion still hadn't even squeezed down. So the Tigers are facing a 4 touchdown deficit. So let's just see if we can run this ball, get a return back. So. We've got, instead of Cameron Russell, actually we do have Cameron Russell. We've also got Chance Hill back there. Chance will be standing right now on about the 8-yard line, along with Cameron Russell, who's positioned on the 5, because if we've seen this big number 22 place kicker, he can nail it. So, and that may be Skalski. I need to check his position when he comes back out on defense. So he kicks it, looks like, and he does. He puts it in the end zone. So Cameron Russell takes it 2 yards deep. So my guess is Skalski changed his number because the kid can kick the ball a country mile. He used to be a soccer player, and now Clemson Tigers he's got a commitment to Clemson. So
he's playing middle. I think that's him.
That's him. So he's changed his number. Last year he was 47. And you can just see, you mentioned earlier, that 22 is a big kid, and you're right. He's bigger than anybody out there on defense.
Well, when we were watching the linebackers warm up, you said, let's find him, and he looked like the biggest.
Right.
And
you pointed out 22 looks big, and I was like, I thought he was 47, so he's obviously changed his number.
Well, let's see. He's playing outside linebacker now.
So Truitt back at quarterback. He'll roll to the right. He's under a lot of pressure. He throws the ball out. It would have been a first down if he was caught. The cornerback, good defense all over Chance Hill, and just tried to get it, just couldn't quite get it. So the Tigers come back, second down on an incomplete pass. Clock stops at 4:27 in the first quarter play.
Shealy is 4, right? Shealy's 4.
Ken Truitt is number 4. Actually, no, you're right. Dexter Shealy at quarterback. So we're trying a little everything tonight.
Yeah,
Shealy's at quarterback. Ken Truitt will take a break. I need to look down because Truitt may have injured himself on that fumble.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
When he fumbled it, he was tackled. He was gang tackled, so he could be hurt. So Shealy takes a snap. He drops back. And he now under pressure, but wow, he puts a good move. Oh, he fumbles the ball, but he's able to drop back on it. He's carrying it like a loaf bread. And again, Shealy knows how to run the ball. He had over 1,200 yards last year.
We got Truitt on the wideout.
Well, again, Coach Glisson trying to shake things up. You're right. They've got Ken Truitt out here who has played a number of positions during his freshman and sophomore year. He's just a junior this year. Shealy is a senior, so they'll bring Shealy at quarterback. And Shealy played some quarterback some last year as he came in and spelled Will Smith, who was our 3-year starter at quarterback for the Tigers. Ball's resting on the 26-yard line. Shealy takes it. He throws it out. It is a forward pass, but again, Schweitzer right in his hands, just goes through his hands, and he wished he could have that back. Wow. So nothing really. Actually, that was I want to say Darryl Crawl, 25 actually for the Tigers.
Right.
Cameron Russell, my bad. Cameron Russell just slipped right through his hands. So on the 4th consecutive possession for the Tigers, 5th actually, they've no avail. Just can't get any offense.
I think we punted twice now and 4
yeah,
scores.
Because
That's
yeah,
right.
you're right.
So this is
So Michael Young kicks the ball, almost kicks it into the back of Cameron Russell. Ball lands on the 48.
Bounce.
Good bounce. Oh, it's touched by a Northgate defender. The Tigers are all over it as Dre Flagg was the first one to get down the field along with Scott Hicks and Darryl Crawl. And they're down there and they cover up. And so Northgate really starting their worst field position from the 35-yard line. We're going to keep it right here as the teams are already on the field. They've got the balls placed. And Northgate quarterback runs on the field. So with 3:36, I guess this is their 5th offensive possession for the Northgate Vikings, and their worst starting possession is they're starting on the 34-yard line. The Tigers come up the line on defense, Northgate on offense. Big fullback number 44 will take the ball right up the middle. Why change it? Why fix it if it ain't broke? And that's what they've been doing. And he'll pick up. They'll give him credit for 5 yards. He'll go up to the 39-yard line is where they'll spot it. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Vikings.
They like to run that little counter back.
That's right. The quarterback runs and boom.
Lineman's blocking left and quarterback's running left and hands it back to him right, and he hits the seam there.
And if the linebackers take that read, if they make that one step, that just creates a hole. So Northgate comes to the line of scrimmage on the 39-yard line. He counters, gives it to his fullback. Fullback, big, strong kid, just moves forward. He'll pick up 4 yards. It'll be out to the 44-yard line, and where it'll be 3rd down and call it a half a yard for Northgate as the clock continues to tick in the first quarter. If you've just joined us, not very good news for your Troup High Tigers, as before the seats got warm and hard, 28-0 Northgate. So don't lose hope right now, guys. We're still early in the year, and we got a long ways to go. Northgate under center takes it, gives it a big fullback, 48. Darryl Crawl on the tackle, or number 44. He barrels it outside. He sees it. There's nothing doing it inside. Perry, he pulls it, goes outside, and he picks up about 7 yards. It'll be inside Tiger territory.
He's not easy to tackle.
He looks like he's about 5'11", and he's probably about 220.
You really hit him.
Yeah,
up.
He's a big kid. You're not going to tackle him grabbing him on the shoulders, at least not after he carries you 3 or 4 yards. So the ball's on the midfield mark. Northgate takes a snap, hands it off number 8 around the corner. He is tackled as he is run over, but he is tackled by Darryl Craw. Hey, we'll take any tackle right now. You'd love to stand him up.
He strung it out, yeah. He did a good job. He did what he needed to do.
Well, the ball, he picks up 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for Northgate. They're inside Troup territory at the 47.5-yard line. Tigers are just trying to figure this offense out. Northgate pretty much running a wing T, and they're doing a fantastic job right now. They kind of got a half wing on this one. So Tigers
all over.
Oh, in the backfield, had him locked up. No, nice job. Finally,
17 really come in and made a hit.
Albert Harrison turned it back inside. Austin Carter, along with Chance Hill, just nails him. Finally, one of the more positive plays for the Tigers at this point. But
I guess that was 17. Is he out?
He may have come off just then. Right, but bottom line is, the Tigers.
He hit him.
Finally got some defense that kind of sparked him a little bit. So good job by the Tigers.
Longest yet, 3rd and 8, I believe. So we're 3rd and 7.
Northgate takes a snap. He drops it back. It'll be a pass on the wheel route. He's wide open, and he should go all the way. It is a wheel route, perfectly executed. We got caught on the inside, and that'll rack up their 5th touchdown. And it'll be an early night tonight, guys, because at this point in time, and we're not even out of the first quarter, but they will be running that clock consistently in the second quarter. I say that. So it'll be a long first half, and it'll be a shorter second half. So with 48 seconds to go in the first quarter of play, Northgate 34, your Troup Tigers 0. We're going to have these days. Some days are going to be good, and this day just ain't looking so good. They'll take the snap. Snap comes in. Place kick. He's up, and it will be good. So with 48 seconds left in the first quarter of play, 35-0 Northgate over your Troup Tigers. This timeout brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take time out yourself and remind your children, do not text and drive. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy.
Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by
my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
You know, Perry, I think you may have a lot of people coming over to Holmes Pharmacy in the morning because they look like they're getting sick right now.
A lot of nausea.
Yep. So here's the kickoff again, and needless to say, it's halfway through the end zone. There is a flag. They'll be called offside, so they'll back them up just a little bit. I'm sure the Tigers have no reason to place it on the 20. They'll like an opportunity to try to run the ball, see if they can get some better start and field position.
Well, at least the crowds and the fans, football season's on us this week. So
yep, it is. And again, there's not a fan, I don't think, in the stands. I hope there's not, that doesn't realize that we're rebuilding. I'm not going to make any more excuses, but there's not a one of you out there that's a Saturday morning quarterback. Speaking of that, Saturday morning quarterback, join us every Saturday morning live at the Kia of LaGrange on the Parkway. Tony Walls will be with Coach Pete Wiggins on the Callaway version at 8:30, and I'll be coming in at 9 o'clock with Coach Tanner Glisson, and we'll be talking Troup High football from 9 to 9:30 right here on Eagle 102.3 and 96.9. So join us every Saturday morning and kind of come out there and visit us, kind of test drive a Kia and have some Chick-fil-A biscuits on the Parkway with us there. So with 48 seconds to go, Northgate backs it up to the 35, and Big Skowski, who was a huge soccer player at one time, he lines it up, and he's got all intentions of kicking it to the end zone. So he gets a boot in it. Cameron Russell drifts back, and he's into the end zone, and that's about the 18th straight kick he's put in the end zone tonight. Not quite, but it feels like it. So,
well, it's two more than he kicked. Then we run back.
That's right.
He's had two penalties.
He's had two penalties. So yeah,
that's their two flaws. Is offsides on the kickoff.
Which really, with a leg like that, I don't guess it really matters. Troup Tigers come up the line of scrimmage on the 20-yard line. Dexter Shealy will be your quarterback. Cameron Russell, one of the halfbacks, along with Mess Bonner. We've got Ken Truitt, your left wide out, along with Chance Hill, your right wide out. They'll give it to Cameron Russell up the middle. He'll pick up one of the most positive yards we've had. He'll pick up 3 yards. It'll get up. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. But, again, we'll take anything north and south right now, Perry.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So Shealy again with Mess Bonner and Cameron Russell in the backfield. Truitt out to the left. Actually, Tremaine Tolbert now is wide right. Shealy takes a snap, and it's a straight run from Shealy. He'll go around the right side. He'll pick up maybe another 2 or 3 yards, and let's see how they move the chains. But I tell you, Northgate is as good defensively, needless to say, as they are offensively. We're in for a battle just to try to pick up a first down tonight.
Yeah, they're really moving their linebackers in and out, but the penetration they're getting.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter of play from here at Callaway Stadium. 35-0, already ugly here Northgate over Troup 35-0. This timeout brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff. Do not text and drive, please. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and
Agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange. State Farm is there.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as eats. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
A quick score update just up north at Heard County. Callaway Cavaliers is up at the Pulpwood Bowl playing up in Franklin at Heard County. Heard County leading in the first quarter 10-0. It's always been a rivalry between Heard County and Callaway. And, of course, you can hear that live on Eagle 102.3. Just click on Listen Live for the Callaway football. The Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Sheely takes the snap. He'll roll out to his right. He keeps rolling. He's under pressure. He'll hit the corner, actually on the left side, on the Northgate side. A couple of blocks and a couple of moves, and Sheely may be looking at a first down. Let's see how that goes. And if it's a first down, that's called for celebration as they move the change. It'll be first down Tigers. It took them an entire quarter. Yeah. And the fans get some. They know that Northgate team is tough as predicted. These guys should go very far in 5A this year. Tigers up to the line of scrimmage. Tight splits. We've got a flag on the play. And I don't know if offsides. Encroachment by the Vikings. So we'll take a gift of 5 yards, Perry.
Yeah, that's.
Speaking of Perry, I am Greg Hicks, your play-by-play tonight. Jack Mormon and Brandon Brooks are up in Heard County calling the Callaway game against Heard County. And I'm joined by Perry Prather, proprietor of Holmes Pharmacy and a major sponsor with Troup football over the years. And you guys go visit them there on Commerce Avenue. So the Tigers, line of scrimmage. Sheely is in the quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll roll to his right. He's got plenty of time. Now he's under pressure. He has to get rid of the ball late. Oh. Travis Johnson catches it just inside the hash marks at the 46-yard line. That'll be another first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, that he waited. That was good. He waited to get rid of that ball at the last moment.
He was under pressure. Sheely did a good job. Travis Johnson from his right slot position kind of trailed in toward the linebacker, planted, and then he just came out at a 90 toward the sidelines for the second first down in a row for the Tigers.
Oh, we got another flag.
Well, there is a flag, and there's motion. It looks like we had so the back judge is going to call motion or illegal procedure against one of our offensive linemen as he came down, put his hand on the ground, and then he took it off the ground. And so they're going to back it up 5. So, but again,
I didn't think we even got set yet. I mean, I guess he can't do that, but it looked like the play was so early that was a kind of an odd call.
Tigers back up to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Russell in motion from the right to the left side. He's going to be the left slot. Tolbert split out right. On a sweep, hands it off to Mess Bonner. Mess tries to cut through, and Skowski says, no way, Jose, as he corrals him for about a 1-yard gain. So with the penalty, backing him up 5 at 1st and 15. With a 1-yard gain now, it's 2nd down and 14 as the ball rests on the 42-yard line of your Tigers, looking to try to break that midfield stripe to get over into the Viking territory. Sheely on the snap. He rolls to his left. He turns. He plants. He throws it hard.
Oh!
Just out of the reach of Cameron Russell as Cameron drives hard off about 8 yards, takes a hard plant, goes toward the Northgate sideline, looks up, and that was a bullet.
Yeah, and he had Ken Truitt out there, too, on the outside.
Looked like Ken was on a go route.
Yeah.
But
hard to see, though, running from somebody.
It is, and that was a bullet now that Sheely threw. So he's He definitely can throw the ball. So it'll be 3rd down and 14. Shealy takes a snap, drops back, little screen play. Nice. It's set up nice if you just find some room by Mess Bonner. Mess was able to pick up about 6 yards.
He took a shot from 22, though.
He did. I tell you, 22 remembers Mess from last year when Mess hit the sidelines, and 80 yards later he was gone, and that really sealed the deal for the Tigers last year. So I don't think Skalski wants number 11 to get out in the open. So it'll be 4th down. It looks like we've got an official calling a timeout. What have we got here?
They want to change the ball out.
Timeout, Vikings.
Oh, well, the Vikings call a timeout. This timeout also brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you, parents, talk to your kids and tell them, do not text and drive. We'll be right back. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Just Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
We're back at Callaway Stadium. Michael Young takes the snap on a 35, a short kick, but really high, so the Tigers have got to turn around. But an excellent bounce as it hits on the 31-yard line and bounces down to the 27-yard line. That's where they'll spot it, and Northgate will take over. So, Perry, they toyed with us. We saw a couple of little bright plays by the Tigers, and then we kind of backed ourselves up a little bit. So
I think we got to challenge more passing.
You're right. I mean, it's
a little more passing.
It's do we run to create the pass or pass to create the run? And it looks like as Shealy's got good feet as he moves out to look for some passing lane, that gives us a little bit of respect from that defensive line where they know we're not just going to come up and try to run the play every time. Northgate comes to the line of scrimmage, takes a snap, a little cross from the backfield. Number 7, he's shifty, and he is gone. He's not going to be caught. I don't think Dre Flagg can catch him. He's going to give it all he's got. So, and he will score on a 73-yard touchdown run with 10:22 in the quarter. Second quarter, that is, 41-0. Northgate opens it up on the Troup Tigers. Now, there's no doubt that Coach Tommy Walburn is an old Troup coach. He's kind of liking this, but at the same time, I know him well enough that he can't get out there and play football for the boys. The boys they got to play, right. And our Tigers have got to tighten it up because they're not going to lay down, and our Tigers have got to just pick it up and learn. But we'll take our licking, but we're going to keep on ticking. So Skalski set up for the PAT. He kicks it. It's up through the split the uprights. 10:22 left. Northgate 42. Troup High 0. We'll be right back from Callaway Stadium.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
The action continues now with more ball on Eagle Sports, W69 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So with 10:22 left in the second quarter of play, it seems like we've been playing all night, Perry, but we're just getting into the second quarter. Already 42-0 Northgate over your Troup Tigers, and this is definitely a David and Goliath. We're tremendously overmatched tonight, but we'll take it. So
inside, out of the end zone.
Purposely kicks it short, giving us an opportunity. Cameron Russell takes he does. He takes the kickoff at about the 3-yard line, but he runs it all the way out to the 27. It looks like. Let's see where they're going to spot it. They're going to spot it on the 27-yard line. So you could see that he knows he can kick it to the Milliken plant if he wanted to.
He reminds me of Tommy Cox.
Oh, yeah?
Played.
Really?
You remember Tom?
I was in California at that time.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that Tom Cox was probably one of the best tailbacks in the state at that time.
He was our kickoff guy and our field goal kicker.
I'll be
the
dog.
whole years he was there.
Well,
and he boot that old foot up with that strap.
Yeah.
Get his toe back. He could kick it over the goal.
Wow.
Good move.
So Sheely takes a snap, and under a lot of pressure by big number 97, their left defensive tackle. And Sheely jukes him a couple of times. He's able to pick up looks like they're going to move it about 7 yards. He got out of bounds, but they're going to roll the clock on because actually 9. They're gonna move the chains. They're gonna give him a first down on that one. So good.
First down, Tigers.
So the Tigers come up to the 36-yard line. Sheely takes a snap. He fakes a handoff. He's going to run. He tries to make a move, and you could just almost see he's trying to get a little too happy feet. So you might want to preserve those legs a little bit and maybe hand the ball off. But again, Northgate has no reason to sit back. They're pinning their ears back, and they're going to make Troup Tigers earn every yard that they can get. It doesn't matter if it's 42-0 or if it's 0-0. In this case, it is 42-0. If you've just joined us, we're just into the second quarter, about halfway through, and it's been ugly. And that was an inside screen, and Skowski had it read. He's a middle linebacker. He looks over, and he helps Bonner up. And I believe Coach Walburn has basically put 22 on 11 because they're not going to let 11 burn him. Of course, I don't think they have any worry right now. It'd be as I said, we have Mount Everest to climb with it 42-0 right now as the clock ticks in the
screen going left.
Yeah,
the screen was going left. We got to contain this backside. They're the backside getting us.
So Mess Bonner switches over to Sheely's right side. Sheely slaps again, takes a snap. Got a couple of receivers on the go route. Tremaine Tolbert's pushing off trying. Almost on the 27-yard line. Sheely throws the ball 56 yards in the air. Tolbert turns around and catches it out of bounds, but man, was that's
22 level Sheely.
I tell you, 22. You keep hearing that number. He's already committed to Clemson, and so through the next 4 years, you're going to hear the name Skowski, and it's not Prather or Hicks. It's Skowski. So it's a name that you won't forget.
Yeah.
Michael Young on the 21-yard line takes a snap, end over end punt away from coverage, and away from the tailback, and he'll kick it out of bounds. They're going to spot it on the 30-and-a-half-yard line. They're going to put it on the 30-yard line for Northgate as they take over.
If he hadn't angled that one, that might have went all the way to the 10.
That's right. So we're going to keep it here. We're just slightly ahead on commercial breaks. I know you guys, it's kind of tough to hang with us when the score's 42-0. But, yes, you heard me right, 42-0. Northgate has come in and just absolutely towered over the Tigers. Of course, we did on our second and third possessions, we had 2 fumbles that resulted in one a scoop and score, and the next one, one play later, was a score. They had a quick hit on a long pass, so they put some points up real quick on the Tigers. Northgate takes the handoff right up the gut of the Tigers. If it's not 44 up the gut, it's the tailbacker, number 9, around the corner, or it's number 7. There's just so much going on with that offense. It's kind of a wing tee at times, and then it's a broken wing tee. And but I tell you, they're just having their way with the Tigers.
You can tell that offensive line has played together a while.
That's right. And let me go and say that, through the years we've had an opportunity to build a tremendous offensive line for the Tigers. But hey, we're going to take a quick timeout. Tigers will. This timeout also brought to you by Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff, who reminds you to take time out with your children to remind them, do not text and drive. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Kia.
Hi, friends. Just Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Hey, we're back here at Callaway Stadium live. Plenty of fans in the stands, and I'm not talking about humans, but I'm talking about little hand fans because it's kind of sweltering out there, and they need to keep that breeze blowing because I promise you, Northgate is taking us to the woodshed, 42-0. And 8 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. Northgate hands it off, sweep left, and their tailback just simply having his way as Austin Carter brings him down, but not after a 7-yard gain. So I don't think we've stopped them maybe one time for no gain or so, and that was with the start of the second quarter. Yeah. So the Tigers really have their work cut out for them tonight, but you know what? It's basically a look back, and barring a miracle, this is pretty much insurmountable for the Tigers. So they just need to come out and really just work on their own techniques, work on hustling to the football. The score really is irrelevant at this point in time. The tailback takes the ball. He'll pick up a first down or very, very close as he barrels off the left side of that offensive unit. He gets up kind of limping, Perry, but big, thick kid as he earns every yard he's got and then some.
He runs north and south, buddy.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't waste any time juking you. He's going to get his 5, 6, 8 yards just running right over you. That'll be a first down from Northgate. Clock continues to tick. We're 8 minutes to go. And I'm getting texts by family members. Female family members want to know if they can come play. Bronwyn, no, you can't come play. But we appreciate the offer. Northgate takes a snap, turns. Number 7 is one-on-one right now. Oh, good open field tackle out there by
27.
Jackson Davis comes up and just really makes a good open. Because, if he hadn't have made that play, Perry, that attack on another
49.
6. Tack on another 6.
Yeah, 48.
So clock continues to run. 7:34 left until halftime. Long night, but
number 7 too. He's another one.
They're loaded. I'm telling you, Northgate.
You can't bring him down unless you grab him.
They come to the line of scrimmage. Ball's resting on the 37-yard line. Takes a snap right up the middle again. And Austin Carter and Eli Patrick there to make the stop.
Good play.
That's right up the middle along with 55. Looks like Hudson Newton in there on the play. Hudson is our center, and he's going both ways tonight. Jeremy Sanders gets off the ground below the football too. So a lot of you more senior guys out there making the tackle. Again, the Tigers, insurmountable lead tonight. I don't know if they're going to come back. So they just simply fly around to the football, have fun, work on your technique, work on your tackling, and read play. A little toss out here to the back. Good job. By number 12 for the Tigers. Dexter Baker, a junior linebacker, read that really nice.
That was a very good play.
Good technique. You don't get any better than that. That'll actually go for a loss. One of the few negative plays of the first half that Northgate Vikings have had.
They're going to punt.
That'll be up 4th down and 10.
Guess who's punting?
Number 22. Number 22, Skowski. He kicks PAT. He kicks off. He punts. The kid, as Coach Jeter, when he told me when he coached up there, he said, this Skowski kid wasn't even playing football in the 9th and 10th grade. They taught him to coming out. And look, he's already got a college scholarship offer from Clemson. He'll take the snap low. He'll land it, kick it on the 50, kind of pooch kick it, tried to go out of bounds, and he did. Let's see where they'll mark it. So Tigers stand to have some pretty good field position. My guess is up maybe the 25 to 28 yard. Well, wow. I guess wrong. Wow, that didn't look like it. I see the facial expression, Perry. I'm like you. I would have thought we'd have got somewhere up there. They're going to mark it out at the 16-yard line. I know we're up in the booth, but our angle looked like it was going to be somewhere in the upper 20s.
I guess we don't realize it, but they use that center, the back judge, to walk down the field, and then he's holding his arm, and then he tells him when to stop. And it's very hard to judge here, but.
Well, I missed that one. Forgive me, folks. 5:53 left to go into halftime. Tigers up the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the 16-yard line. Hudson Newton snaps it to Sheely. Sheely hands off to Bonner. Excuse me there. And about 14 Northgate Vikings are on the tackle for about a 2-yard loss. So that'll back it up to the 14-yard line. Second down at 14. 5:35 and clock ticking. This is one of those nights where the coaches wish that clock would just keep on ticking where they get to halftime and everybody regroup and take a deep breath. Pardon me, Tigers come up to the line, looking to the sidelines, taking the call in from Coach Darryl Truitt. Sheely's at quarterback. Mess Bonner's on his left side. Mess Bonner will take the handoff right up the middle and going nowhere. Hudson Newton is doing all he can do. He and Jorge Benitez, all they can do with that interior defensive line by Northgate. And that play will go for no gain, if not lose another half yard. So we're looking at third down, and I'm guessing 14 to 15.
Yeah.
Not in good field position either. The ball is resting on our own 14-yard line. Actually, I see the scoreboard says 14, but it looks like it's more like on the 12 and a half.
Yeah, the first down marker's on the, 26. So, yeah.
Yes. All right, we've got a flag. It looks like, and what? Hopefully it's not motion again. Let's see what happens. No, he's going to wave it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11. They've got 11. Looks like they're going to wave it off. He just miscounted. The good thing about that is, Perry, it took about 20 seconds off the clock when to call that flag. You got to look at positive things, I guess.
We got something with him chasing the ball down. I don't understand this ball. He went all the way to the.
He's back. Whistles blowing everywhere.
The back judge went and got the ball all the way to the other end of the end zone.
All right, so the Tigers over the ball. Sheely looking to the sidelines for the last play. All right, here we go. Last call there. He's waiting. He's waiting. All right. He's letting that clock tick. Why get in a hurry? Because we're already getting beat like a drum. 42-0. 4 minutes to go until half. Sheely will bend over. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's under a lot of pressure, and he is tackled. Skowski, the middle linebacker, gets up, and basically he owns the Tigers right now.
I think they've moved him. He plays wide outside no matter where he's at.
It's funny that you say that because as traditional middle linebacker the last 2 years, I meant to say this, he has been kind of more of a freelancer, particularly this game, is that Coach Walburn said he's going to just pin his ears back and turn him loose.
Yeah, he's doing it.
He has turned loose this game, buddy, because he is a stud muffin.
See, now he's lining up in the center. So he's kind of like, some plays outside, some plays inside, middle.
Michael Young will be deep in our end zone. So it all stands to reason that Northgate will have excellent field position as their return kicker is back on the Tigers' 37-yard line. So Young will take the snap, under pressure, kicks it. Pretty nice kick, and he calls for a fair catch and really didn't need to, as the closest Tiger to him was 10 yards away. So out of respect for Coach Glisson, I know Coach Walbert, class act, says let's do a fair catch because he could have returned it. Hey, let's take a quick break, and we'll come right back to Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
So on the first play from line of scrimmage, Northgate will pick up about 3 yards. It'll be second, call it 7.5. They've got 7 on the scoreboard, but it's a long 7. Northgate under center, takes a snap, crisscross in the backfield. Number 7, their big tailback, takes it. He weaves his way up. And, I was kind of hoping he wouldn't get a first down. I see that looks like
He's a little short.
Michael Rayford does a really good job at managing the changes. He throws the yard marker down, and the Tigers will hold him a little short. It'll wind up being 3rd down and 2 as they're going to place the ball on the 30-yard line. I know we're getting taken to the woodshed, Perry, but it sure is. I mean, you got to see some value in this. And I enjoy watching Northgate. They're a machine.
Yeah.
And I guess there's consolation in the fact that I know we're rebuilding and we've got a ways to go. And we knew that we're going to have nights like these.
Right.
But the guys their chins are up and they're still pursuing the football just like there. Ethan Short, touchdown saving tackle. Because if it hadn't been for Ethan, that would have racked up another 6 points. He goes out of bounds inside the 5. Yeah, on the 2-yard line with 1:30 left until halftime, and it looks like ugly right now. A quick score update from just up the next county in Franklin. Heard County 20, Callaway Cavaliers 0. So in that rivalry game, it's been going on for years. Coach Tim Barron over Coach Pete Wiggins right now, 20-0 up in Heard County. As Northgate approaches the line of scrimmage, he did get out of bounds, so the ball's resting. They're going to move it back out to the 5, Perry. Man in motion, and there's a flag. And there's your favorite 32.
Number 32 snuck through there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's not that big, but he's quick. Kind of reminds me of what the LaPerry and Perry kid from LaGrange.
Yeah.
He's quick. He's hard to spot from a defensive standpoint. They're going to move the ball back to the 10-yard line. It's a 5-yard illegal motion penalty on Northgate. 2 seconds ran off the clock, 1:29 until halftime. Nice night. As we look across the way, Northgate, their fan base basically doubled since the start of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I know we may have some fans leave at halftime, but right now, Troup still got a good crowd on their side. Northgate under center. Takes the ball, hands it off to the motion guy, number 15. He takes it outside, he cuts it back inside, and he's into the end zone from 10 yards out for the 6th score, actually the 7th score for Northgate as it runs up to 48 points, 48-0 with 1 minute and 23 seconds left until halftime. And as I said earlier, Mama said there'll be days like this. Skowski, number 22, big kid. He does everything for. They probably put him in at fullback for us over with. Although they don't need to, because that 44 he's a man of in his own right.
They're probably, Tommy probably get some younger guys in there here in a little bit, and
that's right.
That'll get us some work to.
Down, kick, up, and the kick is good. He almost kicks it to the scoreboard. So 49-0 in the first half of play with a minute left to go until halftime. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim.
Provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
FM 1240 AM and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
We're back at Callaway Stadium where we're taking a beating, guys. There's just no sense in sugarcoating this. I was talking to earlier and some folks earlier today, they were predicting a score, and they predicted 45-0 Northgate. But I thought they was talking about the entire football game, not just the first half. Right now, the Tigers, again, tries to come up and make a play on it. And I want to say number 39, if I can make out that number, Perry.
Yeah, I couldn't see who it was. It looked like it was
39 for the Tigers. Kevin Martin was kicked short. He tries to come up and field it, and it bounces off his shoulder.
They had a new kicker, Greg.
Oh, did they?
They had a new kicker. He kicked a real high over top, over end, and went to the up back, kind of the second line. So it was a short kick, and it just bounced right off of him.
And as a result, Northgate recovers the fumble, if you will, the mishandled kick, and live football. And Northgate will take over first and 10 from the Tigers' 30-yard line. Right up the middle we go again for another 7 yards, so it'll be second down and 3. the good thing is they kept it in the middle, so the clock will continue to run until halftime. So they're going to give it 6 yards on the play. The ball's just inside the 15 to the 14-yard line of the Tigers. We're inside a minute of play until halftime, and needless to say, the clock will continue to run aggressively in the second half. The only time it'll stop will be an injury or a timeout. So as you
looks
go
like
out
they're going to kneel down, Greg.
Well, that is, again, out of respect for the situation and all. Tommy Walburn, class coach, I'm sure that he knows that there's no sense in to continue to pile on the points. So this is one of those nights that even at the end of the game, the coach will probably take that film and chunk it, throw it away, just kind of forget it because it's really
probably not even mention it again.
Yeah, because these things happen, and there's absolutely I can't say nothing's gone right. We've had 3 or 4 bright spots, but relatively speaking, there's really nothing gone right for the Tigers in this first half of play. So with 6 seconds and the clock ticks on down, the Tigers moving to the underneath the stadium to go discuss it. That's your halftime here at Callaway Stadium. What an ugly first half. 49-0. Northgate leads your Troup Tigers. After these short commercial breaks, come on back and we're going to review what happened. Listen to Eagle Sports. We'll be right back. Whew.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. The right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
Do you know what your house is worth? Up on the internet, but that's a general value. To really know the right value for your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson, because when you know, then you can decide if you're ready to sell and at the right price. So like Hilton Swanson on Facebook or call 706-594-7216. His advice is free and his work is invaluable. When you need to sell your home, talk to RE/MAX Result Agent Hilton Swanson today.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, I'm almost wanting to say the Coleman Vice behind us operating the signal tonight is, why don't we just listen to the bands? Because at 49-0, there's really not a lot to say, Coach. I'm Greg Hicks, your play-by-play tonight with beside me tonight, I've got Perry Prather, owner of Holmes Pharmacy and Troup graduate. And but we appreciate him sitting in tonight and doing the color. And wow, we just looked at each other and said, this is just one of those nights.
Yeah, football's a possession game and being able to move it, and you got to be able to do it. And I tell you, that defense and Northgate is impressive.
They are.
They're impressive.
Well, I've mentioned to the folks before, Coach Bubba Jeter, who was a long-time coach down here at Troup County, 23, 24 years, 25 years, and was a head coach down here. Well, his last 5 years, he was defensive coordinator for Coach Tommy Walburn up at Northgate. So he knows these kids. Skowski we've mentioned his name many times. All these defensive players, I'd like to say kind of were Coach Jeter's last year. So he says, Greg, they've left. They only lost 2. They lost 1 on offense and 1 on defense, and so they're returning everybody. And I think, Perry, we can see that tonight. This is a machine that Northgate has put together this year.
It's hard to pick out other than 22 on the team. The quarterback, we talked about being the 15th in the nation as a sophomore. Well, he looks good handing off. He looks good in the pocket. He looks good rolling out.
He had one nice throw.
But really, we have not had to even really see what he can do.
I'm kind of glad.
Yeah.
But, number 9.
Yeah.
Number 7, and we don't have these kids' names, but I mean, they're legit, and it's and
that offense moves as a whole.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They look like a machine going up down the field.
It's just,
and I know we football guys. That's really pleasurable to watch, even though it's not our team. I enjoy. I hate it that it's our guys that getting beat up, but it gives our guys something to look forward to and say, you know what?
Right.
I want to be like them one day.
Oh yeah.
So
they're learning from it. They're
absolutely.
they're seeing what it's about. I've been there. I remember in high school we've gotten, same thing happened to us, and you sit back and you look at it and you learn from it and you think, let's just get through this night. And I will never forget when we went down, and I guess it was in '86. We went all the way, had a charter bus, went all the way down to Worth County, thought we were going to be the team. And I'll never forget, I was on the kickoff return. And, man, oh, man,
It just didn't work out like you wanted to.
Well, every time, they kept scoring, I had to go out on the kickoff return, man. And it was, offense, kickoff return, it become a habit. I almost, dreamed about it all night.
Oh,
but,
my word.
and you just dread getting out there because on the kickoff return, by the time you could turn around, these guys were the ones running down. They were all 6 foot, 150, 200 pounds, and you just get your lights out.
Yeah.
And and we hung in there the first time, but so we you feel that, and you feel for the kids because they worked hard, but they're going to play their heart out. They're prideful, and they're going to come out and they're going to give it all they got.
They are, but you're right, and that I think they're going to look at it. And I look at you and I noticed that we had 2 sophomores starting on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
They had moved Eli Patrick down to the right defensive tackle, and so some shake-up things.
I've seen a lot of sophomores go in on special teams.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I know. I'm pleased to say that hey, my son's in there as a sophomore on the kickoff or the punt return team. Although I don't know that we've had to be in there on punt return tonight.
Right.
But
one time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true here. They're learning, but it's 49-0. I don't want to keep rambling on without telling you guys the score. And I know you may be in your car, you may be moving from a restaurant to home, or from a restaurant to maybe going shopping. But 49-0, and to say that nothing's gone right for the Tigers this first half would be an understatement. They've had maybe 1 or 2 bright spots, but everything has gone right for Northgate. It opened up where we took the kickoff and 3 and out, boom. They came out, third play from scrimmage. You pointed out, said number 32, little small boy, and he came down, got in underneath the safeties, caught a pass, and he was fast.
Yes.
And he was in the end zone. The next series we fumbled, scoop and score. The third series we fumbled. 2 plays later they're in, and within a matter of a minute and a half they scored 3 touchdowns.
Right.
And it's ugly.
Yes.
And it just kept getting more uglier.
And we had a fumble on the kick return.
That's right.
We had. I guess we've had 3 or
at least
4.
At least 3 turnovers.
Turnovers that's turned into touchdowns.
Yeah, that's right. You can't do that. And we're young. We've just gone down through there. We're looking at a new offense, totally rebuilt the offensive line because we lost 3 starters from last year's offensive line. We lost 9 defensive starters. We had 9 seniors on the team defensively last year. So tough mountain to climb for the Tigers. Hey, we're listening to the Northgate Band as they finish up. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and listen to the Troup High Tiger Band, Johnny Hurd's brand. We'll be back. You're listening to Troup High Football on Eagle Sports.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
Kia. Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Hey, welcome back to Callaway Stadium here on a muggy night. It's we started, what did you say, 92 degrees at the start of the game, and I tell you what, Northgate came out just as hot.
Yeah.
And I believe that the Tigers came out extremely cold, and that's the way it's been. But
it's good to see the fans support the band, staying, and
that's right. You know, and I like, you know, Johnny Hurd has done a super job the last several years with the Troup High Tigers as he's built it up to a 3 trombone or 3 tuba band, and it goes back several years ago where Jack and I were down at toward Peach County, and they had like 15 tubas in the band, and I thought, wow, they got like 400 members, and they go from end zone to end zone. I think when you go south of Columbus, these bands are huge, and you kind of enjoy watching them, and so I've always graded the bands by the number of tubas they have in the band, and Johnny Hurd's got the Troup High Tigers looking good so far. So let's sit back. We'll talk more football later. Let's listen to see what the Troup High Tigers have got to do in band-wise.
Major Paisley Patterson, is your band ready? You may take the field.
The pride of Troup High Tigers and the pride of Troup County, the Troup High Tiger Marching Band. What a great sound. You're listening to Troup High Football here live at Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverage and insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect more business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
One of the bright spots tonight here at Callaway Stadium is the Troup High Tiger marching band. A great job that Johnny Hurd has done through the years, Perry. I know it's one of the few times I think you've got a chance to watch him, but I think you got to be impressed with him.
Yeah, we've got I got a couple friends that's got kids on the band, and glad to see them out there. And I know one of my good friends, Kelly and Krista, their little boy's out there. He's only in 8th grade. That's
right.
Awesome, letting them come up and play on in the band.
Well, that middle school program is important, to get them up, and they reach down. I think there's a new band instructor down at the middle school this year. I think I heard Johnny say last week. But, yeah, it gives an opportunity to get involved, and the Tigerettes are doing a good job. The Majorettes are doing a good job. It's really a good, crisp sound. I tell you, if you've listened to us tonight, so far the first half has been all Northgate. As the score right now at halftime, 49-0.
You ain't got to keep looking at it, Greg.
I should have. I should know it by now. We're going to take a short break, and you know what? Let's have some fun while we're at it, because we're climbing Mount Everest tonight, guys. We'll be right back from Callaway Stadium on Eagles Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. All items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Touchdown! Great
in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet.
Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
As the band has finished their performance, and what a tremendous job they did, Perry and Coleman, as we've got Coleman operating the board tonight. And I think he knows what he's doing, right? I mean, he's done a pretty good job tonight. Yeah, I think so.
He looks like he's got that computer going.
I don't know if it's because his last name is Weiss and he was trained well or what. I don't know, but I'm sure Eagle One made sure.
Or he got up Thursday morning real early because I was up in the studio Thursday morning, so he was up early, you know.
Well, it could be. But
I was late always. I was late.
You know, I do want to kind of look at that scoreboard again, but, you know, you were picking at me just then about that scoreboard has not changed. And, yes, it's still 49 to nothing. So we're trying to have as much fun as we can. But, you know, I know the coaches are kind of not feeling real well right now. They're just going to come back out, and they're taking their licking, but hopefully they'll keep on ticking, and the guys will learn something from it. But I tell you what, if they've put – about a minute and a half left to go. We're going to take another break right quick, and we're going to come back with a second half kickoff here live from Callaway Stadium. Troup High Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans. Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. Synovus Bank is here, and here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here is the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found it. Here is where Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Hey, welcome back here. We're at halftime as the players are stretching their legs and getting everything back up under them. The clock will run continuously in the second half. As I keep looking at that scoreboard, thinking that it's not 49-0. But it is 49-0 Northgate over your Troup Tigers. Hey, I want to invite you to the Troup High School Touchdown Club, a booster club that we've started. Hadn't had a booster club at Troup High supporting the football season in tons and tons of years. And so we're meeting weekly until we get this thing rolling. We'd love for you guys to come out, all you guys that are alumni of Troup High School or friends of Troup High School, that you just want to come out and support Coach Clifton and his staff and all these players. We're meeting Tuesday at 6 o'clock, this coming Tuesday, 6 o'clock, at the cafeteria out there at Troup High School. So you guys come on out, have some fun with us, and see what we got going on at the Touchdown Club. We'd really like your support. So with that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back for the kickoff here live at Callaway Stadium.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, Visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt Orr handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Hot night here at Callaway Stadium. Hot as in 49-0. Northgate over Troup. Northgate, to say they're hot is an understatement tonight. They couldn't do anything wrong in the first half, Perry, and I don't think we did very, very little right.
We only had a few positive offensive plays.
And we had a couple of defensive plays that kept them in negative possession, but bottom line is it's tough. We knew that we're going to have a challenge tonight getting back up this mountain. When it happened so quick, so early, you and I picked up on it. It's like, wow, we've got our work cut out for us tonight. So hopefully the coaches have gone in and made some adjustments. I don't think they're going to make enough adjustments to come back from 7 touchdowns.
Well, they can't. They may not make the adjustments to come back, but come back with a little pride and a little heart.
Yep.
Play. That's what'll build the program right here.
That's right. As the Tigers kick off, Michael Young puts it up, and Michael says, hey, I can kick this thing in the end zone too. So good job. Michael Young takes it down to the end zone as the Tigers pursue downfield. And I see Seth Adams, number 44, coming off the field, along with 35, Scott Hicks, and 32, Quentin Kersey. Appreciate a bunch of those sophomores coming up. They're going to be, and they know the next year and the future of the team for the next couple of years, and we appreciate these sophomores. And you and I have seen a lot of them out there already. So that's part of it. You've got to invest in them. So Northgate will come up, and they'll start first possession of the second half from the 20-yard line. And, Perry, I don't know, but it looks like their offensive unit, the offensive line, I think it's the starters. Yep.
New quarterback. Same quarterback.
Same quarterback. They might have a different tailback in. I'm not sure. It's 25 takes. He takes a handoff. We had to call his number all night. He almost gets around the corner. Nice block out there off the outside. And one of our guys is Dre Flag is picking himself off the ground. There's a flag on the play, and it's not Dre Flag. They may have held Dre Flag that time, and it looks like they're pointing toward Northgate, so that should get them to back it up a little bit. It is a hold, and they did hold Dre Flag. They actually tackled him out there. Otherwise, Dre would have probably been in the play, and it would have been a loss. As it turns out, this is a loss anyway. They're going to back him up 5 yards from the, I would think, the spot of the foul. And the foul, they're going to throw the flag down.
Move the flag around a little bit.
They did. They popped it down about the 18. So
throw it 5 more.
They're going to start counting off there, and it should be inside the 15 down to about the 12. Or they're going to spot it on the – they're going to keep on rolling. We'll take it. Inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. So
wow.
Well, it was they did throw the flag. I thought it was down on about the 18. I thought it was going to go down to the 13, but maybe it was a 10-yard penalty, or they just miscounted. Either way, we'll take it. As the Tigers now, one of the first bright spots is they've got Northgate backed up inside the 10-yard line. So as the Northgate Vikings come to the line of scrimmage, only 25 seconds have clicked off. The start of the third quarter. So a quick handoff up the middle as number 32, one of your guys that you call real quick. Very quick back. I mean, he's shorter than basically anybody else out there on the field, but wow, he comes through that line.
He looks as thick, though, in his shoulders as any of them out there.
Yeah.
As little as he is.
Well, again, I kind of got a little inside scoop on the Northgate football program, and I've been up in their weight room a few times, and wow, if they've got a weight room that kind of make any around here kind of envious of them. So it looks like they've been putting that weight room to good use. So 2nd and 13 for Northgate as they come out, and the ball spotted on the 16-yard line. So, again, a little motion out to the outside, and Nice tackle by
Vicente Stafford.
Vicente Stafford. That'll be really for no gain, if maybe a half a foot gain. So it'll be third down and call it 12 and a half. And one of the few bright spots. And, again, that's our starters against their starters. But so, again, like you mentioned a while ago, Perry, playing with pride. You just got to come out and do all you can do. You just got to kind of put that scoreboard behind you. As Jason Hernandez, last year's senior and offensive lineman, comes up and kind of gets on the top bleachers. He'll be playing with LaGrange College as they open up tomorrow here at Callaway Stadium at 6 p.m. So you guys come out and watch the college play football. Matt Mummy's got them rolling. So Northgate takes a snap, hands the ball off right up the middle, and Quentin Kersey makes the first hit along with Austin Carter.
Number 30. Ziegler.
Ryan Ziegler, that's OJ's younger brother. I can't say son. That'd be ugly. So Northgate, on their first possession of the second half, will come out and punt. They'll do 3 and out where it's 4th down and 8. Their punter, and it's not Skowski. It is number 35, and he will be back standing on about the 10. And Dexter Shealy will be awaiting his kick on the Tigers' 38-yard line. High snap.
Yeah, a lot went over his head.
A nice punt, though. Get away from it, Vicente Stafford. Northgate gets a pretty decent roll. I don't see any flags, but they're going to mark the ball. Actually, there might be a flag on the other side there.
Why would they mark it that far up?
Unless it hit
one of their players.
I'm like you. I thought the ball rolled down. I think maybe he may have kicked it with his foot accidentally. So they're going to put the ball for the Tigers.
That's a plus for the Tigers.
At the 44-yard line. Clock is still running. As we said earlier, when you're down 30-plus points in the second half, both coaches – actually, if it's 30, I think you have to agree with it in the third quarter. So fourth quarter is going to run. So it's running anyway. Broken play. Shealy's trying to hand it off to Bonner. Bonner didn't want it because he saw those white shirts in the backfield.
I don't know if that was it. But
no, I'm just picking. I'm just picking.
But he.
it was. Again, the offensive lines. These Northgate Vikings are.
Those guys are so fast off the ball.
And they've got outside. That's right. And I'm looking. They've got an entire new defense there for Northgate in there. So they come in with eagerness and ears pinned back and fresh legs, and so they're going to give our starters on offense as much as they want, if not more. So hopefully the Tigers can move the ball, and we'll take it anyway because Northgate's second string is probably as good as a lot of folks' first string.
Yep.
Tigers take the snap. Shealy broken play again. He'll cut it up the middle. Oh, nice move. He's able to pick up really positive yardage as the ball was spotted on the 44-yard line. He'll move it all the way up to just south of the 50. And so that'll be almost a 6-yard gain. It'll make third down and call it 4.5. Maybe they might, they say 5 on the board, but it's about 4.5. They've got to get just inside the 46.
Yeah, just inside the 46.
Tigers up the line of scrimmage, takes a snap. Shealy on a just a simply dedicated keep. He goes around the right side. He'll pick up his first down as he crosses the 50. And where are they going to spot him, Perry?
Well, I seen the far judge over there get up on the 46, and I was like, no way. And so they
moved it up
about
to
the 42.
42-yard line is the Tigers' first down on their first possession against Northgate. And so coaches are reeling in the play. Kind of not in their high-octane, they're no huddle right now, but they're really not moving it fast. They're just trying to settle down and run some offensive plays. So Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. As Perry said, the ball's resting on the 42-yard line of Northgate Vikings. Shealy takes a snap. He tries to cut inside. As he slips to cut, his knee hits the ground, and they're going to mark him down on the 45-yard line. He'll lose about 4.
That was actually Truitt back in the game now.
Was it Truitt? Well,
so now we got Truitt back.
I totally missed that one. So Shealy's taking a rest. Ken Truitt has come back in to take the quarterbacking position. Mess Bonner still in the backfield. Travis Johnson still your tight end. Tremaine Tobin is your wideout, single wideout to the right side.
We're down to 5:55 on the time for third quarter.
Chance Hill and Jack Schweitzer wide out to the left. Truitt will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Bonner. Bonner plants, from the middle. He goes outside under a lot of pursuit by Northgate. Bonner will take it outside. They may have I thought they might have grabbed his face mask there, Perry. It looked like he was going out of bounds, but I don't see a flag.
No, I don't either.
But he'll pick up about 7 yards, and that'll make it, looks like, third down
about
and
6 or 7 maybe.
Yeah, a long 7 for the
Got
Tigers.
to get to the 32.
They're going to spot the ball on the 39-yard line, so call it 3rd and 7. As Perry said, they've got to get down to the 32-yard line, and as we mentioned earlier, because of the score, and the score is 49-0 Northgate. And yes, once again, I did look at the scoreboard. I don't know why I'm doing that. The clock has continued to run. We're inside 5 minutes. Truitt will be your quarterback. Mess Bonner in the backfield alongside him. Truitt rolls out to his right. He has a nice pass to a wide open Johnson just out of his reach. Travis Johnson had to die for that. And Travis has got excellent hands. I believe if it had been on his hands, he would have caught it. It would have been a first down. Or no, it would have been just short of the first down. So I think Truitt kind of rushed that a little bit. He had plenty of time. Could have taken another step and kind of got it a little bit closer. I think when he goes back and looks at the tape, he might see that he could have waited a half a second longer. Maybe one more step before he threw it.
They've got that end off in his face every time. Those guys are.
4th down for the Tigers, 4th and 7. No need to punt it. You're down 7 touchdowns, so Truitt.
Long pass.
Down, he overthrows Tolbert.
Yeah, here we go.
And they're going to throw a flag. So we'll and one could argue that the ball wasn't even catchable because it was a little out of reach. But then again,
he held him up from running.
That was my point. I was going to say that, had he not been held up, he might have been able to, because Tolbert is an outstanding receiver, and they kind of started holding him 3-4 yards before the area of the ball.
It's almost like they basket him together.
I think last week Tigers had a similar defensive pass interference call, but as a result, if we hadn't have done so, LaGrange would have scored a touchdown on that play. So sometimes it's not a bad call to make, not a bad penalty, if you will. But the Tigers will move the ball inside the 25 to the 24 as they're moving, hopefully, to a score. So with that penalty, the clock will now start back to run at 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 49-0 Northgate leads over your Tigers. So we have motion. So the clock will continue to run. And one of the things that we talked about, that's something the offensive line has to work on, is that discipline of there's no motion needed.
But that's the first one.
No, it is. Well, we really haven't been on offense a whole lot to say that, but you're right. We've offensively, the offensive line, as far as dedication to the snap, they've actually done a good job.
Right.
But
I tell you, I was a center in high school and snapper, and I tell you how they hold that ball is so different.
Oh,
good
nice
catch.
job by Chance. Actually, Cameron
Russell, yeah.
Cameron Russell takes it. He stretches out
and takes a
shot in the midriff. And, man, but that's great concentration. That just shows the kind of athleticism that Cameron Russell has. And we mentioned on an injury, that clock will stop at 3:25. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy for the cost of can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So Cameron Russell picks up, and he gets up. He runs off field. He's getting some attention on the sidelines, but just had the wind knocked at him. So the Tigers take the snap. Mess Bonner up the middle. Mess Bonner, 5-4. He scores. We'll take that. As it was predicted, the Tigers would probably score a touchdown late in the third quarter, and they did. With 3:11 to go in the third quarter, Troup Tigers finally put a score on the board and looked pretty good during that offensive series there, Perry.
Yeah, that was probably the best play I've seen, with everybody moving where they needed to be and That was a good play.
Good blocking on the offensive line. Good stalk blocking out here by the wideouts. Allowed Mess Bonner to kind of juke inside and cut it outside. And with that,
went against the grain.
Yeah, his speed just took over from there. So Michael Young in to kick as Montez Crow comes
Cheerleaders bringing the flags across.
So we'll take the snap. Snaps down. Michael Young kicks and doesn't quite make it. Kind of a tough snap on that one as Cameron Russell's hard to hold. So with 3:11 left in the third quarter play, 49-6. We'll be right back to Callaway Stadium.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination.
For our fast, friendly service is guaranteed to leave you with a smile. The knowledgeable staff is available to answer any questions you may have about our wide variety of products, including diabetic shoes and foot care, everyday vitamins and supplements, wound care, old-time Watkins products, and vaccinations. If you're in a hurry, Holmes Pharmacy offers an easy, convenient drive-through for fast pickup, plus in-town deliveries. Conveniently located on Commerce Avenue. Come meet our friendly staff today at Holmes Pharmacy.
Put a touchdown on the board on a nice 12-yard run by Mess Bonner as the Tigers put their first 6 with 3:11 to go in the third period of play. Northgate 49, Troup Tigers 6 as Michael Young lines it up on the 40-yard line, and hopefully he'll kick it into the end zone. So nice kick. Michael Young gets underneath it. It'll go down to about the 2-yard line where Northgate receiver will take it from there. A nice open field tackle. Nice hit by number 20, I want to say 29 for the Tigers. Let me get his name for you. Number 29, Albert Harrison, as a ninth grader, has had a pretty decent game. He comes in, is backed up by Austin Carter, but, man, that first hit, these Tigers.
Got a little arm sting. You see him hitting on it, shaking it.
Yeah, he did. That was a nice job. Again, like you said earlier, as we coming back from the break at third quarter, Perry, play with some pride. And these guys, hey, they know what the score is. Right. But that doesn't mean they're going to loaf down the field. And that's character right there when you still play in your heart.
That's building there.
Yep. Northgate comes to the line of scrimmage. Ball's resting on the 12-yard line. Handed off outside. That number 32 scat back, little twist, had the Tigers fooled a little bit. Yeah.
Had me fooled.
I thought he was dead in the backfield, and there comes little 32 squeezing up through there. And
I thought the outside guy had it.
I did too. That's the thing about the wing tee. It is so much tricky. Motion and tricky. Defensively, you've just got to be on your toes.
You got that wing back sitting there just waiting, and he takes the man right out of the play. I mean,
you think the motion read that everybody's going to, it seems like now, is hard enough. That wing tee's always been difficult to defend against. So they'll come to the line of scrimmage. The ball's resting on the 19-yard line. Second down and 4. Man in motion. He hands it to the tailback. He'll go right up the middle. And I see Eli Patrick on the bottom of the pile. He's going to get up. Austin Carter's helping him up. So good job by Eli. That'll be third down, and we're going to call it actually, they're going to move the chains. I thought he came up short of the first down.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been but by a football, but that'll move the change. It'll be first down as the ball's resting on the 22-yard line. Clock runs with 1:19 left in the third period of play. If you've just joined us or if you've been tuning in and out, Tigers did finally score with 1:30 or 3 minutes to go in a third quarter, and it's now 49-6.
We got a new quarterback for.
Yeah, we do. Number 10. We don't know these guys' names. Nice little handoff. Good job by Austin Carter, and tackles him. He, along with Eli Patrick, comes up off the ground and comes over and talks to the coach, and Coach Bliss is giving him a play to take back in. So it'll be second down and 8 as the ball is spotted. And going to rest on the 23 and a half. Clock continues to run because of the score, 49-6.
May not get this one off.
It'll be a quick second half as the third quarter's almost over as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Northgate does. And they sit with a traditional wing tee. H back in motion. 25 takes it on the outside. Looks like we got a little hold on Macente Stafford. I don't see him throwing the flag, but he was doing everything he could do to get off of him. That'll go around the corner. It'll pick up, looks like about 12 to 14. That'll be another first down as the clock continues to run. So with that, that's the end of your third quarter, 49-6. And we're going to break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Troup High Football at Callaway Stadium.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange. Will you shop with us? We make it easy for you. Most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul 13.5, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Kia of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Today, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax second title.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, Troup High Tigers 6, Northgate 49. So 49-6. I thought I had some of y'all fooled there. Just checking, see if y'all were listening. So it has not been a pretty sight tonight. Tigers did score their first touchdown in the third quarter as they come out to start the fourth quarter, 12 minutes, and they will roll fast.
12 minutes left.
And it'll be a fast 12 minutes because the rules, if you're above 30 in the fourth quarter, it flies by. So Northgate looking at a 1st and 10. The ball's on the 37-yard line under center. Takes a snap right up the middle with a little shifty halfback. And he just going to keep on crawling, isn't he, Perry?
Yeah.
He's going to.
He come out of that.
He's so fast. And I'm just, I realize we got taken to the woodshed tonight, but as we've said before, it's nice to see a machine like Northgate. And really, this is their backups. They're their number twos. And they could be a lot of teams' number ones out there.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Their quarterbacks look identical.
Well, it's kind of like we used to say Carver. You bring one out, put one in, you don't even miss it, because they just look they're just so well developed. So 2nd down and 7. No hurry to snap it. Ball's on the 40-yard line. He takes it, does a little counter. 32 picks the ball up. He'll pick up another 6. It'll be just short of the first down.
A couple yards.
That'll move it. It'll be 3rd down, and let's see where they placed it. It'll be a
1.5, maybe.
Yeah, just a little over a yard. So the Tigers, it'd be nice if they could kind of bow up and stop them, and maybe Walburn and his Northgate Vikings would like to punt it. But the Tigers really need a good stop this time as they're looking to the defensive units, looking to the coaching staff to what kind of play or stunt that they might want to run. So inside of 10:40 left in this ball game. Tigers up to defense. Northgate up to the line of scrimmage at the 46-yard line. Got a little stunt going on. And Dale Craw's riding him, but he doesn't ride him down until after he crosses the line of scrimmage. They're going to move the chains, and so it'll be another 1st down for the Northgate Vikings. Wow, Perry.
Downfield blocking.
Yeah, you saw that. And, give credit to Northgate. Their number 2's trying to earn that number 1 spot on.
Yeah, they are.
So they're going to be down there fighting for you, and our guys know that. And but we're playing with some heart. They're just,
those 2 guys were getting after it.
They were. I kind of like that. Northgate up the line of scrimmage, takes a snap, little counter, give it to number 32, the little shifty tailback. Good job by all these
down linemen.
All these Tigers, as they as we used to say, a host of Tigers on the play there. So that'll move the ball up to the 49-yard line with 9:33.
Rogers Barbecue is low.
As the ball rests on the 49-yard line. As the Tigers just wait there, Northgate's in no hurry. Yeah.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Northgate takes a snap. I'm going to call him Shifty. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Shifty, number 32, is weaving his way up for about a 3-yard gain. That'll move the ball across midfield into the Tiger territory at the 48-yard line.
We got a good little distance, 3 and 7.
That's right. Yeah, a long 7. they've got to get down to the 42 for a first down. And again, Northgate really in no hurry to run any plays, no need to. The Tigers at least gives their defense a chance to rest. Northgate up to the line of scrimmage. Tigers tee off on the ball, 32, shifty right up the middle. And it looks like we had
going to be a little short.
Dale Crawl and Eli Patrick on the tackle. It'll come up a yard short. That'll make it fourth down and say 1. Does Coach Walburn punt it? No, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it.
Yep, they're going to go for it. As my niece Mallory Jeter's in town, and I always love to see her coming home from LSU, as this is her, I think according to her daddy, her last semester there. She wanted to enjoy one more football season. Northgate takes a snap. Oh, nice play by Darryl Crawl from the outside. He grabs him, and I think that holds him no gain. All right, so it's getting ugly now. Up, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. So, all right, so that's probably Coach Truitt's in there on his guy, and what's going to happen is, and I know Coach Tanner Glisson is kind of taking him out. I tell you what, with all this chaos, we're going to take a short break. We'll come right back to Troup High Tiger football.
Fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
I tell you what, as the umpiring crew kind of works this out, because we had a couple of, the play was over, and
those guys been going at it a few times. We talked about it a little bit ago. So.
That's right. So while they figure it out, we're going to take another break. We're going to run a couple of spots, and we'll be right back to Callaway Stadium.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
All right, as the officials are still trying to work it out, and they're doing a personal foul and what have you, it's going to be another minute and a half or so before they mark the ball and figure out where everything is. So with that, we're going to go to break real quick. Going to get a couple more commercials in. We're going to bring it back to you for some more football. We'll be right back.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So, go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. Synovus Bank is here. And here, well, it's here in LaGrange, Georgia. Here is where the food tastes better and the air breathes like home. Here's the place that gets better because every generation leaves it better than they found. Synovus helps people turn their ideas into business realities because the bankers at Synovus understands what it means to be from here. Synovus, the bank of here, serving you locally as Commercial Bank and Trust. Banking products provided by division of Synovus Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, just as we bring it back, the Tigers take the snap with a new quarterback in there.
They caught a timeout there.
They did, and Tigers fumble the ball. Northgate recovers, and with that, Troup High Tigers call a timeout, so I hate to keep throwing it back and forth, but wow, nothing has gone, and he's pointing down, and the sheriff. Thank you very much. We're going to take a short timeout, too. This timeout brought to you by your Troup County Sheriff, James Woodruff, who reminds you to take a timeout and remind your kids not to text and drive. 30 seconds, and we're right back.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
You're listening to Eagle Sports.
Oh, my word.
96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to a lot of arm tackling, attempt tackles off the right side. Northgate takes the ball, runs it off their right tackle, and just absolutely burst to our end zone. We make a couple of futile attempts to tackle him inside the 15, but to no avail as Northgate puts yet another score on the board with 6:39 left in this ball game, 55-6. We're waiting the PAT from Northgate Vikings. So, wow, all of a sudden we've got a melee going on, some personal fouls, and then they turn around, we fumble, and 2 plays later they're scoring a touchdown. So snap, place, kick, up, and it's good. That will make it 56-6, so a 50-point lead, a 7-touchdown lead by Northgate. You listen to Troup High Football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
Flu season is a
money in 15 minutes. Or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today or check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
More Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
The Northgate kickoff with 6:39 left in this contest. Northgate Vikings 56, your Troup Tigers 6. This has definitely been a learning experience tonight. We've had some positive things happen here in the second half as we put together a drive and put 6 on the board late in the third quarter. And then we're getting ready to do some positive things here. We had a personal foul, and that really held it up. So Seth Adams on a nice catch as he backs up on an onside, a really a short kick attempt into a little dead zone. So nice job, baseball player that Seth Adams is. You can see he backs up and good vision, good hand. So good job by Seth and keeping that ball from touching the ground because it would have been a live ball.
Yeah.
So Montez Crow leads the second string offensive line onto the field. Looks like we've got Jorge Benitez moving from his right guard into the center position. A couple of shakeups on the line of scrimmage as the Tigers, as we've got
starting at the 31.
Number 39, Kevin Martin, coming in as a tailback. So Crow takes the handoff, fakes it. He comes out to the right side. Nice move as he's still on his feet. And one thing about Montez, he would truck you if you give him an opportunity all the way out to midfield. And that's a 26-yard play by the Tigers with 5:40 and the clock still ticking. They'd like to put another score on the board to see what this offensive unit can do. Is like I say, I said Benitez has been moved to the center, but let me correct that. As Mark Seymour has been moved over to the center spot, as Montez Crow, a sophomore, takes the quarterback helm. We've got a lot of subs in. As number 16 for the Tigers, Jack Schweizer. He's a starter. He's in the slot back position. Number 31 for the Tigers, Will Horton's in. So Montez Crow again takes a snap. He fakes it to the tailback. He'll take it around the left side for yet another
6 yards, maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna give him a good 6 yards. So nice move by Montez. You give him, he's long, and I call him kind of gallopy. He's deceivingly fast.
Yeah, he looks slow at the beginning.
Well, and I know,
but he's not.
Some of these Georgia fans may not like it, but I often compare him to the Cam Newton. Cam wasn't quickie. He was deceivingly fast in those long strides.
Right.
Crow takes a handoff, hands it to number 39 up the middle for the Tigers, Kevin Martin. Martin is a ninth grader, so he's a freshman, and he was twisting, turning, doing a nice job.
A little bit of extra effort might have got it.
4:23 is a.
It's going to be a little short.
There's a flag on the play, back on the 48. Let's see what happens. Looks like we're going to mark it off against the Tigers. We may have had a little motion call against us, but let's see. The umpire's talking to the guys in white, which would be the Vikings. And the clock is stopped with 4:23 left to go in this ball game. So they'll take at least 5 yards and walk them back. No reason. There must have been obviously a dead ball foul. They're going to illegal procedure on the Tigers. They're going to back the ball up to the midfield stripe. So the ball is resting on the midfield. So they've got 50 yards to go to put another score up. Montez Crow at quarterback. Martin at your tailback. Crow takes a snap. All right, we've got another flag. And I'm trying to think who threw it. Let's see, we're going to have another illegal procedure. So 2 in a row, backs them up 10. So you pick up 8, 9 yards, you turn around, you lose 10.
I didn't really see that one.
I didn't see it either. I'm still looking for the guy to pick his flag.
Yeah.
I don't even see where the flag is.
He must have threw it, just blew the whistle.
He didn't feel like bending over to get his flag out. I guess. I don't know. But at any rate, Montez Crow takes a snap at the 40-yard line. He'll fake a handoff. He'll take it around the right side. He's across the 50, down to the 45, to the 40, down to the 35, to the 32-yard line.
First down.
As Montez Crow picks up 10, 20, 34-yard play, picks up not only the yards that they lost, but several more for the first down. That'll move the ball all the way down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line goes the Tigers. And that's one thing I like about Montez Crow is he's going to give you everything he's got whenever, no matter what the score is. And I said it earlier, even though we had a couple of mishaps, I just think that that there's a possibility he's going to be worked into that offense, particularly in the future, whether it's next week or next year. Montez Crow brings a lot to the Tigers. So he'll take the snap. He rides. He hands it off. Probably not a great decision because, that's one of those things. It ain't going to work either way. You know, if I hand it off, I'm going to get tackled. If I keep it, I'm going to get tackled. So they were inside. So to no avail. That'll be second down. We're going to lose about 3 to 4 on that. Maybe 4, maybe 5. It's second and 15 Ball's inside the 40-yard line down to, the 38 maybe. Clock's ticking inside 3 minutes. 56-6. The Vikings over the Tigers. And I think the Vikings ship has come in tonight. I mean, they were just there.
Oh, yeah.
They had all their tools and their spears, and the Tigers they can't swim. Cat doesn't swim very well. So with those Vikings, they're there. I tell you what, we got another illegal motion penalty, and that's and the clock. Surprise, it's not running. So they're going to move it back. So instead of second 15, it'll be second 20. 2:42 left in this ball game.
So we just lost everything he ran.
We lost at least half of it, that's for sure. 2:39, 2:38, clock's running. Crow up to the line of scrimmage. He'll take the snap, low snap. He'll hand it off to Martin, right off right tackle. He'll pick up about 5 yards, maybe 4 of the 5 they just got penalized. So the clock will continue to run. So let's see what the Tigers go. Are they going to try to pass it? Are they just going to try to just play the few games and just let it roll out and shake hands? 2:15, 2:14.
So we're looking at 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17. Ball is resting on the 40 of the Northgate Vikings. So, again, we're just kind of calling the plays, no hurry. Let's just see what the offense, they get some positive yards out of it. Throw up to the line of scrimmage. He takes a snap. He'll drop back. He throws it deep. Out there, let's see what happens. Long pass. Oh, in and out of the hands. And there's a flag on the play. And I don't know if it's defensive or offensive.
Coleman just said Callaway took the lead. It's 2017.
Oh, my word. What a comeback, man. No wonder it's getting crazy up there. Good job, Callaway Cavaliers. They were down, was it 20 to 7 maybe?
For Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, a lot of little bit confusing on the field here. They're going to bring the play back. They're going to call it pass interference offensively, as he and I want to say it was. I can't really see. My eyes are not that good. Number
26 or 86.
86, I believe, on that side. That would be Raymond Leslie, a junior wideout, as he's down inside the 5-yard line. He goes up for the ball, but he utilizes the corner as a little help. He pushes, and so they got him down, so it'll bring the ball back. It'll be 4th and 17 from the 40. And we had movement, but they're not going to call it. That was nice of them.
Oh.
Jack Schweitzer coming across the middle, hit the corner that was all over him, had an opportunity to intercept it, but he dropped the ball, and I know he's upset with himself. That'll turn the ball over with about 69 seconds left in this ball game. No hurry for the Northgate Vikings to do anything but just take a knee or what have you.
So we must have had the score wrong with the Callaway game. It was 17 up on Callaway, and now it's 20 Callaway, 17 Herd.
Wow, what a heck of a ball game. I'd say a little bit more competitive up there on the Chattahoochee River than it is down here on the Chattahoochee River. 40 seconds left in this ball game as we have some late substitution. I see middle linebacker Scott Hicks gets in for the last play, and they're in the victory formation, so he'll get to stand there and at least see what a victory formation looks like for Northgate. And that should be, for all intents and purposes, the last play of the game. And so everybody's getting up. The clock operator's getting up. No need to do anything. With 18 seconds, I'm sure Coach Walburn just stand there, don't even come up the line of scrimmage. With that in mind, 56-6. That will be your final score. Perry, Coleman, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back to wrap this thing up. You'll listen to Tiger Football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank. Same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents, they're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
If you're looking for a cake for a birthday, wedding, or any corporate event, stop by Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange. She has them for you. Also, she has bakery items such as great sweets. Also, casseroles, ready to cook, prepared daily. Debbie would also like to wish Cupcake the best of luck in the 2015 season. Cakes by Debbie on the square in LaGrange.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel. Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call. You need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. So when you list your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So, go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
This is one of those nights where everything happens really quick, particularly in the second half. I just saw Coach Gleason sitting down there with the local newspaper, and it was about a 2-second interview because that's about all you got to say about this.
Oh, yeah.
As Forrest Gump would say.
That's tough there.
Yeah, it is. And but, wow, what an ugly night. Final score 56-6, and not a lot of positives to take on tonight's game. But you do look for bright spots, and I think the coaches knew they're not going to ever tell the players, but, hey, they knew that they were going to be in for a battle, and I think the players are smart enough to know when you got the kids like Northgate that only losing 2 starters, they got their hands cut out for them. Or got their work cut out for them. And, we saw a few bright spots, and I'm sure the coaches are going to say, you know what, they're going to be nice like these. Let's just put it in our rear view. Let's get a deep breath, and because we've got to continue on next week.
Yep. Can't stop.
And we've all been there.
Practice, yeah.
That's right. You got to keep your chin up and got to move forward. Hey, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about just kind of wrap up a little bit of this game, talk about next week's game as we've known for years. It'll be Tigers against Tigers next week. Hey, I'm Greg Hicks along with Perry Prather and Coleman Vice. We're going to be back here at Callaway Stadium after this short break.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive services. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
In the game of football, it takes the skill and effort of a team to reach the goal line. At Commercial Bank and Trust, we know it takes the same kind of teamwork to help you reach the goal of financial security. That's why we offer a team of professionals who are dedicated to providing effective game-winning financial solutions. You'll get the expertise you need from people you know and trust. Commercial Bank and Trust, a division of the Synovus Bank, member FDIC. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Kia. Hi, friends. Jesse Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. When you shop with us, we make it easy for you. You deal with the most professional, decorated, and non-commissioned Kia sales staff in the state of Georgia. This month, we have some hot deals on the Kia Souls. You can own a 15 Kia Soul base for as low as $14,500, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come by and discover the Key of LaGrange difference today, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Stock number 17759 plus tax, tag, and title.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Hey, we're back here as the fans are clearing the stands, and the both teams have left the field, and nothing going on now but local newspaper interviews and what have you. But 56-6 is your final score. Next week, the Tigers will move down south to the next county and take on Harris County Tigers. And if you recall back last year, we let them come into Callaway Stadium, and we had a little mishap down here on fourth down. And I think we've got some revenge next week. We're looking for our first victory. And one would say, well, you guys have got a long way to go. We absolutely do. But you're also looking, call it what it is. Oh, yeah. But we've they don't sugarcoat anything. The coaches know we got a lot of work. The players know we got a lot of work, but it can be done. We're looking for opportunities, and I think as LaGrange found out last night, I don't think they went into Spalding think they were going to lose the ball game.
No, I think we had a lot of injuries, over on LaGrange side. Looked like yet last night, and looked like still trying to figure out a few positions, and so they'll regroup and come back. They got a week off, so.
Oh, good. Well, they got some injuries over there, and just like the Tigers, Coach Glisser's trying to kind of look and see what's out there and who's out there and how they want to play the ball, and and the Troup schedule does not get any easier. You got 5 non-region games against opponents like LaGrange and Callaway was down 17-0. As we're hearing it break, Jack and Brandon's calling the game, and they're all excited. The Callaway fans are going crazy because it looks like they're going to seal the deal and come back and win this ball game, barring nothing screwy happens in the last minute or two. So Callaway, wow for them. So Tigers have got to play Callaway. They've got to play Carver, Northgate. That's a non-region schedule. Then you look into Sandy Creek, Carrollton, Whitewater, Woodward Academy, and last but not least, Fayette County. So there's still opportunity for us to pick up 3 to 4 wins, but we've got to do some improving. We're going to come back, one last break, and we're going to wrap it up for tonight, and we're going to get home and go to bed ourselves. I'm Greg Hicks along with Perry Prather and Coleman Vice here at Callaway Stadium. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
So, what if you're walking out of your car after work today and it's been mashed by a runaway garbage truck? We've got an agent for that. Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person there to help you when things go wrong. So when accidents happen, you've got someone you know who will be there when you need them. Matt Orr in LaGrange is that State Farm agent. He's got your back when things go wrong. So call him today at 706-882-0046. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Troup Tiger fans, Jonathan Moose Matt from King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley. We are so proud to hear what the Troup Tigers are doing each and every week. We know these young men are working hard, and we just want everyone over there in Troup County to know that you have friends in Valley, Alabama that are behind the Troup Tigers 100%. So, guys, continue to work hard. Let's take care of business tonight. Let's just do what we have to do to continue on that road to making the playoffs this year. So go Troup Tigers from everyone at King Chevrolet Kawasaki in Valley, Alabama.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Hey, football fans, Rob and Joel Upchurch from Remax Results wants to say thank you to you. Yeah, you, because you said things like call Rob or call Joel if you need that house sold. Why? Well, we'd like to think you said that because you know they think about selling houses every day. List your house with Rob or Joel Upchurch, you know your property will be in front of potential buyers 24 hours a day. So call Joel or Rob Upchurch and enjoy the game. And one more thing, go Tigers!
Now back to more Troup Tiger football. It's WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
We're back here at Callaway Stadium, and all but the radio crew and some of the LaGrange College members and just a spackling of fans have not gotten out of here yet, and they'll be cutting the lights off in a little bit. And so we're going to wrap this thing up. Next week, Callaway Stadium will not have us here. We're going to go down to Harris County to their Tiger Stadium, and we're going to play the Harris County Tigers. We don't know how they did last night. I know they got it handed to them last week against Central Phoenix City, and I know that they're kind of in a rebuilding year with a new coach, second-year new coach down there. As the Harris County Tigers kind of go through some changes. The Troup Tigers are going through some changes. So, you know, again, we're looking for any edge we can get, any bright spot we can find. So maybe next week is it. I know the Tigers are going to go back in. They're going to regroup. They're going to lick their wounds and say, what could we have done differently? You know, and we're going to – these kids are smart enough. They'll pull together, and they'll do what needs, Perry.
Oh, yeah, they'll get it. That's the thing about them. You got to remember, they're the same kind of kids at every other school.
It's funny that you say that because Coach Jeter used to tell me years ago, said, you know, I'm making my living on a bunch of 14 and 15-year-olds.
But they're the same everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. They're all kids.
They're same.
So, you know, and that's why I like high school football, because from the 9th grade to the 12th grade, the kid matures so much.
Oh, yeah.
They just change,
They
and it's
do.
just neat to see that change.
Yeah.
Hey, again, Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, Troup High School cafeteria. Please come on out and join the Troup High Touchdown Club, as we've got a lot of interest in the fans supporting the football program. And we're not just starting something for this year. We want to lay a great foundation for years to come, and we want you all to get involved in supporting your Troup High Tigers, and we want to make this just a good thing to have. So you guys come on out and join us. But again, Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, come out to the Kia showroom, test drive a Kia while you're sitting here talking with us and listening to us talk Troup football. And you know, I'm sure it'd be nice to hear what Tanner Glisson has to say in the morning about what he saw tonight and some of the things, some bright spots and maybe some not so bright spots. But we'll be out, and I know Coach Pete Wiggins is going to be real excited, because I think they just nailed down the victory from 17 points deficit, came back to beat the Braves up in Heard County on their home turf. So he'll be happy in the morning. He and Tony, I think Tony will be there. If not, they'll be 8:30 in the morning. Okay, Brandon Brooks will host it in the morning, 8:30 with Coach Pete Wiggins. I'll follow up at 9 with Coach Tanner Glisson, and we'll have a good hour. And after that, of course, Lafayette Christian, Coleman takes care of Nate over there at Lafayette Christian. So an hour and a half of talking football tomorrow. You guys come on out and have some Chick-fil-A biscuit with us on the Parkway. And then we'll get ready. Let me say Tuesday night, Matt Mummy's show there at the Idle Hour Pub. And then tomorrow night, come on out and watch LaGrange College play some football. Hey, I've enjoyed tonight, even though we came up on a way short end of the stick. It's been a pleasure, Perry, and I hope we get a chance to work together again.
It was fun. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, you bet. I had nothing to do with it. Coleman said, get him, and I said, okay, we can get him. That's fine. No, anyway, as Jack would say, for Coleman, for Perry, I'm Greg Hicks, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Thank Thanks for listening to Troup vs. Northgate on WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com with Greg Hicks calling your play-by-play and Perry Prather is your color commentator. Troup Tigers football was brought to you in part by Kia of LaGrange, Holmes Pharmacy, Mallory Insurance, Emory Southern Orthopedics, West Georgia Health, and RE/MAX Results agents Joel Upchurch, Rob Upchurch, and Hilton Swanson.
The game up with the Braves.